Welcome to Gamer Athletes, coming to you from the End of the World Tattoo and Cigar Bar Studio in Northwest Indiana, the Mount Everest of gaming excellence, delivering all the gaming news and info that you as athletes deserve.
This is Gamer Athletes. We are your hosts, Chris Carr and
Dan Martinez. Boo!
Yeah,
off a week.
Yeah, back from California. Yeah, we were off for
like
a week.
one shade darker, not much. I was
Yeah.
in the sun though. I stayed outside, but I still didn't get as dark as.
Yeah, so it was a good trip out there, huh? Handed out some Gamer Athletes merch while you were out there.
Yeah, I didn't get any pics. I wasn't fully in full thought mode.
Yeah.
I was
You're on vacation mode.
motherfucker. Like, yeah,
No, I get it. I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. Let down the show.
I still some stickers remained. I know
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
All right. The run of the show.
All right, it's the 20th. We're on episode
20. Yeah.
Man. But this week, since we didn't get to do it last week, we finally get to taste the tears of the kingdom. Blizzard decides to let Microsoft take a break and take some L's for themselves. GTA 6 rumors and the strippers unite
As
to
always,
form a union.
remember to follow us on the Instagram, gamer.athletes, Twitter, at GamerAthletesPC, YouTube, Gamer Athletes Podcast, and our Discord server, at Gamer Athletes. So not sure how long we're going to keep that name, but yeah, and remember to leave your 5-star reviews, and we will read them on the podcast.
Listen, and if you're not into gaming, man, like jump to the end. That's the fun stuff, the fuckery stuff. Get into the fuckery. At least do that.
Yeah. You can leave a review and you say whatever the fuck you want. Say some real depraved stuff.
Go
The
listen
more
to the fuckery
depraved, the
stuff and
better.
then come back, get that 5-star review, and then we'll read it.
Yeah. All right, here's some of the fun stuff we have this week. Burger King debuts a red Whopper ahead of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse premiere.
Looks interesting.
The red Whopper?
Yeah, I mean, they've always had the black one. There's like that
what's
black,
that? Was
the
in
black
China,
one,
though.
I mean, that's just,
Or
that's
Japan?
just something you can order. It's not like
You can order that? Like, we can go right now and order that shit.
Yeah,
the black Whopper?
in Asia.
Oh. Yes, we can go right down the road here and order it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the black one's always a thing, like a black Whopper. But this red one looks, it's interesting, but man, it does not look appetizing, right? Is it just me?
I don't know.
Like, I feel like it's going to be strawberry flavored.
Yeah. Gotta take,
Yeah.
like you said, you bring it to work and bring one for me, Royal.
Yeah,
What do you think,
friend
Royal?
of the show.
Yeah, Royal. What do you think he'd think?
I don't know. He might be like, man, brothers don't need no red
I'd be like,
red buns.
There Kool-Aid in that?
Okay. Got that red flavored Kool-Aid, buddy. Yeah, so May 15th through June 21st, you can get the red Kool-Aid Whopper.
So
it's
go-
not red Kool-Aid.
Yeah, get it now.
I did watch a video of somebody try it, and they were like, it's not bad.
That tile's going to fall down on you.
Let me fix it.
Yeah, stick that up there.
What else does it say about this?
The red
burger.
Whopper? Just said it debuts it. I'm not sure what's in it. What makes it?
It's just that's what I mean. Like, I think it's just food coloring. I don't
probably
know, man.
red dye number 5 or whatever the fuck it is. It's in everything, I guess.
Just a red bun with black seeds. That's it.
It's to commemorate it. It looks
Yeah.
like one of them shrooms
Pick
from
one up.
Mario Brothers.
I'm gonna pick one up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Game sales for April. See
Here
what we got here.
go. Yes, this is super interesting. I looked at it earlier.
Top 10 games.
Number 1, Jedi Survivor. See that? Number 1 selling game. They don't have the
What are they?
actual. I wish they had the actual sales, but this is retail and digital, as you can see at the top here.
Yeah. How is Tears of the Kingdom not above
Because
that?
it came out late in the month.
Not enough time?
Next month it'll be number 1. There's
For sure.
But number 2, Dead Island, which nobody thought would do good. And then MLB The Show 23 was number 3.
Don't even know what that is.
Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I know what
Oh,
MLB
okay.
stands for.
Okay.
I don't know anything about the game.
Look at that here. Down from number 1 last month.
Yeah, it's Resident Evil.
Evil 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call of Duty.
Of course.
They dropped one. They went down one. Hogwarts Legacy was number 2 last
I'm
month.
actually surprised that's still rocking in the
Look at
top
that.
10.
Look how far it fell down. Boom, from 2 to 6.
Yeah, but I mean, the game's been out now for a few months.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I can see it's going to drop off.
If it's there next month, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, it's not like it's on every system, so it's not a system-selling game. So
PGA Tour, new to the list,
Oh,
number
boy.
7. Wow, man, people like their golf games. Holy Mega Man Battle Network Collection, Legacy Collection.
Interesting.
This is
That's on the Switch
GBA
too, right?
games. Yeah,
Probably.
it's a bunch of GBA games they put on a cartridge,
Okay.
and that's new.
FIFA 23.
Down from number 6, FIFA 23. They're at 9 now.
That's crazy. 3 sports games round this out. Maybe I'm missing an area in my gamer athleticism by not playing sports games.
No. Mario Kart 8.
Wow.
Still solid at number 10.
That's because didn't they release some stuff for Mario Kart 8?
Every month.
Yeah.
Every month they give you a new track. And some of the tracks are like brand new, or they're remakes of old tracks, like even from the Game Boy and stuff. Like,
My update for that's got to be huge then.
Yeah. I guess somewhere there's a list of 20. I'm not going to go looking for it. But I heard number 20 on that list is Elden Ring.
Yeah. Fucking great game.
Yeah.
I'll say it once, I'll say it 1,000
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I assume Tears of the Kingdom will be number 2.
Yeah.
Next, or number one next month. And
probably.
Probably Star Wars will still be on their second.
Yeah, I imagine
second
Star
spot.
Wars will be up there.
That took a backseat, didn't it?
Yeah.
So, well, that's what happens when you have these big games crammed next to each other. Speaking of that, like we have the PlayStation showcase right behind us.
Yeah, but
in front of us.
I'll go back to playing Jedi after I get enough time in Tears of the Kingdom.
I really liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you go over new releases?
Yep. I mean, the PlayStation showcase is coming.
Yeah.
When is that? I don't even know. It's soon. It's like really soon because June's coming and E3 is when June June.
Right. And since E3's been canceled, everybody's doing their showcases.
Shit, like Xbox, like you got it here. Xbox showcase is June 11th.
Right.
So PlayStation, I don't know. I got to look at the date on that. Everybody's speculating. They haven't said anything about it. What are they going to show? I don't know, man. I know Spider-Man 2 will get shown. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, because it's coming out in the fall. That's going to be their big, here's the gameplay. We're going to show you a section of the game. Other than that, I don't know. If they show us more Final Fantasy, I'll be pissed. Because it's right around the corner. It's there, though. Like, it's not coming. Like,
yeah.
I want to see stuff like Spider-Man 2 is made by Insomniac. Insomniac's also working on that Wolverine game. Maybe we get a little bit more news on that.
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is, or not Tears of the Kingdom, Final Fantasy. That's in June sometime, right? June 23rd or some shit like that?
Yeah, the end of June.
Yeah.
So we might see some more of that.
Because I know you got Diablo, which is June 6th, and then Final Fantasy.
Metal Gear Solid remakes being thrown around. Why they start there? I don't know.
The Metal Gear Solid remake? Because it's a big title, and a lot of people are really in love with the Metal Gear.
2 was good. 1 was good. Like, just make the remake trilogy.
Hey, as long as they don't make it like the cards.
Oh, yeah.
Like the card. Yeah, they had that one.
Oh, man. I forgot the name of that one.
It was on the PlayStation
PSP.
Portable. Yeah, that was just god-awful.
Not as so Konami, they won't make this, right? Konami just gives people their IP and says, hey, you can go ahead and make this. We're not. The last game they made was a Metal Gear multiplayer game, Metal Gear Survive, multiplayer game that did shit. It was terrible. Hideo Kojima was gone, so everybody was like, man, fuck these guys.
Well, who's he?
The last game that they put out. Ooh.
Who's he working with? I just seen
Hideo?
Yeah,
It's his own shit.
No. He's working with Xbox on something.
Oh, yeah. There was rumored that there was a game that they're going to work on.
Yeah.
Together, but now he has his own company now that makes Death Stranding. I think Death Stranding 2 we'll see more of that because they did announce that.
Yeah. Just a lot of game news in my brain. I can't remember keep all the stuff organized.
I'm excited for Spider-Man 2, obviously. There's more news on that later.
Right.
Final Fantasy Part 2. Final Fantasy 7 Part 2.
Yeah.
That's one I think that we'll hear about because that was a long time ago now.
Yeah, that was 4 years ago now that they released the first one?
We still worked in the same department.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah. And so, let's see, with Death Stranding 2, the Xbox showcase, like I said, June 11 at 1 p.m. Eastern time, which they're going to showcase a lot of the crap that they say they're working on. We'll see if it actually comes out.
Would you play a Metal Gear remake?
I never really played the Metal Gear franchises to begin with.
I would if they made a 1, 2, and 3 remake, I'd buy them immediately because 1 was groundbreaking.
Yeah, because I played the first. My introduction in the Metal Gear Solid franchise was that card game on the PSP.
That's not an issue.
Right. But can you imagine that's your first Metal Gear Solid game?
man.
Don't you think that would sour you a little bit on their entire franchise?
I think
So was
if two was your entry, that would have soured you because you start the game, you think you're playing as Solid Snake,
yeah.
and the motherfucker takes off his mask,
Yeah.
and it's some other dude riding.
Oh, no. Just toss that shit on the floor. I'm getting rid of that one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Executive decision.
Yeah.
What about Spider-Man? You gonna play Spider-Man?
No, I don't. I haven't played any of the Spider-Mans. I don't know, man. Them superhero games.
They're really good combat. It's fun combat.
I don't know, man. You know what's real good?
feel
fun
awesome.
combat is Elden Ring. So that's good fun combat. All the Dark Souls games are good fun
just
combat.
Stick in your lane.
Remnant was real good fun combat.
Yep.
So I don't know. I've never really had a big draw for those.
Put it on the hardest level.
And really,
hardest setting. Yeah.
Play a bunch of sponges, bunch of bullet sponge fuckers out there.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of Souls-likes, I will probably play Lord of the Fallen.
I wonder who's gonna have that at their showcase. It's gonna
I
be
don't
one of
think
them.
you think one of them is
One of
gonna,
them.
it's
Of
an
course.
independent one.
Yeah, I know it's independent. Yeah, but there's usually deals made with the companies that say, hey, like Mortal Kombat is for both systems, but they usually lean PlayStation.
Oh, for sure.
So Lords of the Fallen making some other deal too. Say, hey,
you would think if they
who
made
are we going
a
to go?
deal-
What stage are we going to go on? Are we going to go with the Xbox showcase or the PlayStation showcase?
You think if they made a deal, they would go with PlayStation because the fan base is so much
the
larger
the install base shit.
Yeah.
Because they have more consoles out there.
so much bigger. You're gonna
Yep.
get so.
So many consoles. I saw them on the shelves though.
Well, yeah. I
finally
mean,
saw- I think everything
We're
there,
3
yeah.
years into this
3 years.
iteration, so
I mean, man, that Lords of the Fallen does look good.
and their
It
PlayStation's
looks
still selling a bunch of.
good.
Yes, Lord of the Fallen looks fucking great,
Hopefully,
dude.
it's just not a polished turd.
Yeah, that is the
It's always a thing.
yeah with those types of games because FromSoft does it so well, that Souls-like genre, and then when people go out there and they try to mimic it, sometimes it
it's
falls
like,
apart.
yep. I mean, that's the same shit with Zelda. Like somebody tries to do it, and you're like, it's missing something.
Like Genshin Impact.
No, no.
That's what I thought when I first saw Genshin Impact. I was like, "This is
The
a
art
fucking-
style, yeah, but the game itself is nothing like.
yeah, it's an MMO." No, there was a game that came out earlier this year that we talked about it that got in trouble for stealing from Software's animations
Yeah,
on their
right.
stuff.
I forgot it.
Something Blight or whatever. But anyway, yeah, when games try to go out and mimic that play style, they usually fuck it up.
I don't know. There's some good Metroid like Metroidvania style games that are good in their own way.
Yeah, but I would say
Follow that formula.
copying that formula or making that formula because you're on a 2D side-scrolling space is a lot easier to mimic.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. That Elden Ring combat is
Yeah, it's tight. It's tight. Feels good.
tight.
Yeah. So, you want to go into our
Here the reviews.
the
It's all
review.
going to be mostly.
this episode
Tears
is
of
going
the
to be
Kingdom.
mostly Queers of the Kingdom.
We just lost. There goes half our audience. Did I just call half the people we work with gay?
No, I think
There
you
goes
called
half our audience.
half the people, half the audience, triggered by the fact that I called it Queers of the Kingdom.
Queers of the Kingdom.
Yeah, I think that's more triggering than it is anything else.
Creative.
Yes, it is.
Is it though?
Yeah,
I don't even went for the
It's
easy one.
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, like Red Fail. It's easy. It's a
Yeah,
layup.
right fail. Yep. I want to see this God of the War creator. Who the fuck? Who?
It's the original
Who is
God
he?
of War creator.
Oh, David Jaffe. He's a dickhead.
Yeah.
For a minute, I'm like, wait a minute. Corey Balrog did not fucking say this.
He says he calls it bland and old looking.
Yeah, he talked shit. What was the last game he talked shit about? And they were like, they gave him all kinds of shit. He was in the news not that long ago. And was
Yeah,
like,
we
"Dude,
talked
it's
about
not
it
that
on the
good."
podcast.
David Jaffe, fuck off.
Well, you
it's like so yeah. Here it is. Twisted. He made Twisted Metal. I remember that.
Yeah. Twisted Metal and God of War franchise.
But like, it's
What
like
have you
since
done
he's
for us lately,
right,
buddy?
It's like you're not relevant, so you're like, oh, whoa, that shit sucks.
Well, he does have like I think he either streams or does a podcast because he said this while recording.
Really?
So it's
Did
a
he?
live video, yeah,
I'm gonna.
of it where he said it.
I almost want to move the next the one where because he says this, and then other developers are like,
Well, that's fine. You can talk about that too.
yeah, like this guy's saying it's bland, and then there's other developers out there that don't know what the fuck and don't know how
They did what they
this
did
on the Nintendo hardware. Like, so it's not just visuals; it's physics and
It's magic in a box.
It is, and so developers are playing this, and they're like, how the fuck did they get this to work? And it's nothing's breaking.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh shit, like this went crazy and now this guy's stuck in this shrine, or you get stuck on a mountain. There's a fucking way out of everything.
You know what I kept
nuts.
You know what I kept doing? I kept forgetting that you have the ability to go through the ceiling.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I go down in a well and I'm like, how am I gonna get out of here?
Yeah.
And then like it takes me a couple of seconds to dawn on me that I'm not stuck.
I think that's one of my favorite abilities. But yeah, well, let me go back to this dude shitting on. It's bland, huh? He's been playing The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom recently. The game's early sales numbers are any indication.
Yeah, it's selling
a massive
really well,
hit so far, smashing franchise sales and records. I don't care about realism in games, and I'm not saying the game is bad. To me, gameplay is always the main and oftentimes the only thing I care about. But this game is pretty bland and old looking, in my opinion.
Okay, maybe he didn't say it live. He tweeted it, yeah.
And given how important visuals seem to be the others, let me get out of here. It seemed worth discussing.
We should go read some of them tweets underneath it, see what the people say.
Oh,
it's got 189 replies.
Let's see, really. And yet, if they had to choose, 90% of gamers would prefer to play Zelda rather than God of War.
Jeez, that guy went hard at him right there.
God damn. Honestly,
yeah, because I imagine this guy got ratioed pretty good.
The original trilogy of God of War, 100%. The new God of War games.
No, I think people would rather play Tears of the Kingdom than that. If you put both those out at the same time, no.
So like,
I'm guessing Tears of the Kingdom would blow it out of the water.
Most critics, it struggles with frame rate.
Right.
Of course it does.
Hardware limitations.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Like it's an old system. Like, but on the inverse,
it was an old system when it came out. That's like one of the huge problems.
The inverse of that is the fucking Xbox.
Yeah, with their Redfall at 30 frames.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, there's no excuse for that.
Yep. Like, if Tears of the Kingdom was made for the Series X and it ran like this, we'd be like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. I bet you if it was made for, if they put it on PC or whatever, that game would be top tier for sure.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean, not that it's not top tier now, but that would put it over the top.
This guy talking about how they did it, how Nintendo did it, and like it's baffled. So he's doing like a boardroom thing. The boardroom.
Oh, the boardroom. Yeah. Please make the game with physics. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. Please make a game with physics puzzles where players can build their own contraptions out of nearly every object available and make it work with little to no noticeable jank or breaking the game. 99.9% of developers cry. Nintendo rolls up their sleeves. I got you.
Yeah.
For real. Like, I didn't think. So now we can basically get into like the whole our thoughts.
Our review on Tears of the Kingdom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because your review of Tears of the Kingdom is a little bit different than mine.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think it's a good game, but let's go into your review.
You're talking to someone who played 200 hours of the first, the previous one.
Hey, I played quite a bit of the first one.
200 hours in that one.
Beat it.
So the difference for me is like I didn't think they'd be able to make it feel totally like a new game. I was worried. Everybody was worried about that. Like the map, like the map is similar, but I'm like, nope.
Yeah, it's different enough.
Like, I have no recollection.
Especially if you're like me, I'm a more casual player of Zelda, so
the towns feel different.
Repetitive.
The towns feel different, even though they're in the same locations. Enemies feel different, even though they're the same, because they act different. They have different weapons. But the first game felt like an adventure game that had puzzle shrines.
Yeah,
and now it feels like the whole world is a puzzle. How the fuck are you going to use your new abilities to get to there and shit like that? And there's no one way to approach anything. Like, I can take out all these bokoblins in one way. You can do it another way. Build some fucking warship and come flying in.
Yeah, like the building mechanic in the game. The what is the
hand?
one? No, not Ultra Hand. Or what's the one where you can
Fuse?
add? Yeah, the fuse where you add a bunch of shit to weapons. I fucking love trying out different shit and see what it does.
Yeah. Like I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I accidentally just put two swords together and it's just one long sword.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit. Well, got to use it.
yeah, and like fusing the different like mushrooms or bombs to different things.
I like the mushrooms.
I've blown myself up a couple of times fusing a bomb to like oh well, this is new.
Boom.
Yeah, and then you blow yourself up swinging the sword.
I like the shield, the bomb shield. Gotta be one of
Oh
my
yeah,
favorites.
you can jump on the bomb
Either
shield.
jump on
I
it
like-
or you block and it blows everybody
yeah,
up.
I like the skateboard shield.
The skateboard shield is good.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
And it has way more durability than your regular ass
The
shield.
fun factor in the game is there's no denying that it's fun. There's no denying that
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
It is. It's just it's a sandbox. It's a playground.
Yeah. And I can see this game having a lot of legs over a lot of years. You know,
Just like the
5
first
years
one.
from now, you're still going to see videos of people building. Like, they'll push this game to the max of what it can do with
Yeah.
what you can build.
There is the hero's path I kept talking about in the last one that was DLC that shows you where you've been for the last 100 hours. It is in the game. It's just a long side
It's a long,
quest.
drawn-out
It's a quest.
process.
It's a quest to get like this piece and then this piece and this piece. And I'm on the second or third leg of that.
Digital chores to get.
Yeah, I want my fast travel locations so you can place your own fast travel point and always go back to that.
Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah.
That'd be. But there's enough. I think there's enough shrines and whatnot in the game that once you
Yeah.
unlock them all, you're never too far away from anywhere you're going to need to be.
But I want to go back to like where I can trade in some of that zonite like quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, no. How about that? You have the towers where it shoots you up in the air and you can glide to.
That
pretty
might have
much
been
anywhere in the fucking game.
that was like one of my favorite things when I did that. I was like, what the fuck? These
they
towers are
shoot you way
way
up in the
better.
air.
Like that, the way it looks.
Yeah.
Like I'm still impressed. Like, man, this hardware is old as fuck. This shit still looks pretty cool.
One of the things that I was like, the kind of like weirded me out a little bit about that game or whatever, is that you're in this land where you can like attach all these things and have all these different like mechs or whatever walking around. You have all these different parts that work, and then when you go into those towers, it's just a big balloon that shoots you in the air. It's like they couldn't.
Yeah, well,
it's like-
they're not as smart as the zone. Wait, did the zonite didn't create the towers, did they?
No, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember.
There's
that
not.
part of
That's
lore.
one of the bitches that a lot of people have was that there's not a lot of story in the game.
Yeah, you have to find those tiers. You get story of what's happening, but you don't get a lot of back
Yeah,
story.
and then the repetitive NPC shit, which none of this stuff really bothers me because I'm
No,
not a
yeah,
huge
right.
story guy. I just want to get out in the world
Yeah.
and fuck some shit up.
Oh, so that works for you.
It does.
Yeah, I do like
It
the,
does.
the
It's
Zelda
not one of
lore.
my-
It's so convoluted, but I
It's
still
not
like
one
it.
of my bitches in the game.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had some issues with the game, but that's not one of them.
So I got to play it with the first night. I think I played the first night for a few hours, but then I got on that plane and did the whole Nintendo commercial thing. It's, just a guy in an airplane, but I put it in airplane mode.
No Joycon.
And no Joy-Cons. You have to keep them attached. So you can't play wireless Joy-Cons when in airplane mode, which I did not know. I guess it kills that Bluetooth compatibility or whatever
That's
they use. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And it didn't help. It didn't bother my comfort of the game, but I wanted to use my tray table and just
Just set it up there.
yeah. It didn't work.
Do you use the Joy-Cons individually or do you use a little controller? That
Individually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
individually.
I like to be separate.
That's so weird.
I used to lay.
I can't get used to that.
Yeah. I used to lay on the couch with like my hands behind the.
Behind your head?
Yeah,
And play it?
It was comfortable. But now I find as I age, my hands don't like those Joy-Cons anymore for extended period of time.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Like I could play for a good hour.
That was one
After
of the
that,
things.
ow.
Because I've never really played the Switch in like the handheld mode. I've always docked it or had it setting up with a controller to the side. But yeah, I actually played it the other night, and yeah, my hands were getting a little crampy from it. But I played it for like 4 hours or something like that.
Where's my bear? Bring me a couple bears.
Hey, it fights heart problems too.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you had a little incident while trying to enjoy the Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh yeah, so I went to Meyer over here, and I went to buy headphones, like just some cheap Bluetooth headphones.
Some
So,
random
yeah.
brand.
They're like iHomes or something like that. Just some.
Were they in the Switch aisle?
No, they were just in the
Just in the
Bluetooth
Bluetooth.
headphones. They're just
Okay.
just cheap Bluetooth headphones, so I could sit in bed and my wife's sleeping and not bother her. So I brought them home, and I bought at the same time I bought that controller that Shepard
tiny
had,
one.
the small one, and I got them home. No headphones in the box.
So the whole package was like intact.
It was intact. All the little round stickers that held everything together
Really?
were all back in place. So I went, got the receipt, took it back the next morning, and I'm pretty sure that the person that I talked to was 75% sure that I stole them.
She profiled you.
Yeah, I was wearing my camouflage fucking shorts, my Crocs with my socks halfway up my legs, and a Metallica shirt.
This broke motherfucker stole these.
Yeah, this guy fucking stole them, and he's trying to fucking get his money back for stealing them. So
This fucking trailer park piece of shit.
That's right. That's what she was looking at me. So like we were fucking. So I'm standing around waiting for her. She takes it back to like their security department. They're like reviewing tape and shit back there, going through it. And then finally, like 20 minutes later, she comes back. She's like, "All right, let's just go get you some new headphones." I was like, "Did you guys find something on the tape?" She's like, "No, didn't find anything, but whatever." So we go back there. The next box of headphones that I grabbed, I pulled out, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll just grab these." I opened the box
In front of her.
Yep,
At the counter.
empty. Yeah, I felt so vindicated.
Yeah. Like, yeah,
I was like,
you take
see?
your racial profiling and shove it up your ass.
It wasn't racial. She was a cracker too.
Well, she could still feel
She was
that way about her own race.
status.
She could be self-hating.
Yeah, she could be. She was status
Self-deprecating.
profiling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I definitely
She saw the shorts and the shirt and the Crocs.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
Yeah, she definitely thought I probably worked at I don't know, digging ditches somewhere.
Some shitty warehouse.
Yeah.
You fix cars.
Fixing, you can make good money fixing cars though.
Yeah. But like you just got like 3 of them in the front yard that you fix your own.
Yeah, maybe I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
This unemployed motherfucker.
Yeah. Hillbilly Auto.
Yep. That's right. So we had that. All right, so I'm going to talk about my impressions of Tears of the Kingdom. So
Hold on. You went to the store, and then I went to the store
okay.
after I got home from my flight. Walked into Target. The collector's edition of Zelda sitting right there on the shelf.
Which collector's edition? What are you talking about?
There's only one. So there's either you get the standard game for $70.
Yeah.
And then you get the collector's edition. The box is like this big.
And you bought it.
Oh, I bought it. Come on, man.
So how many times you buy that game now?
How many copies have I bought?
Yeah, no.
4.
You bought 4 copies of that game already?
Now
one for each Switch and then the collector's edition.
But I bought those vouchers, so I got the game at $50, which doesn't make it that much better. Yeah, I needed 2 digitals. I bought a regular physical because I had 3 Switches.
Yeah.
And then I have a sealed physical that I can sell, that I probably will sell if somebody wants it. So that way I can just have the right amount of copies.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, and I did, speaking of that, I've only bought the game once, but I did get the Nintendo Cloud storage saving so I can play it and be in the same spot. And you know what? I found out that, you can bring your horses forward from Breath of the Wild, but if you don't have it updated from your old save state, you can never go back and bring those horses in without wiping your data completely.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yeah. Did you get your horses from the
I got
last
my
one?
horses because I had the black one with red hair, Bane. I called him Bane.
Oh, yeah. You can get that horse now. Yeah. That's Ganon's horse.
That was the first one. Now, there's another horse in the game that's Ganon's.
Yeah.
But I also...
And it's a big motherfucker, too.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah, huge cock on that horse.
I don't know. I don't think they put that in the game.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
You can attach them to them, though.
Oh, yeah. Somebody will mod it. Fucking that thing just hitting the ground.
Yeah. As you're running. Looks like he's trampling out there with 5 legs.
Dust kicking out.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, you're going to talk about this.
Yeah, the collector's edition.
The collector's edition.
Pins, steelbook, whatever. Our book.
What are the pins for?
They represent, they think, the temples in the game.
Okay.
And then the steel poster right here.
You're such a fucking nerd.
I am.
God.
Yeah, okay. If this is an Elder Ring collector's edition.
I don't do that shit.
I don't know. That one that came with Millennia's fucking helmet.
Maybe.
It could be sitting on this table.
It could be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. You should bring your Zelda collector's edition and put it on the table.
Put it there.
Yeah, we get video on this podcast and we can nerd out on it.
Yeah. So I also remembered that the amiibo do certain things, right?
Yeah.
So I brought them over to my kid, and like I have a bunch of Zelda ones, and I'm like, dude, if you scan them you can scan them once a day.
Yeah.
And
what do they give you?
So
I've never amiiboed.
Right. So like there's different links, right? Every time there's a link that pertains to every Zelda game. So there's a Twilight Princess Link amiibo, Ocarina of Time, so on and so forth, right? Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Each one you can get. There's a chance every day you scan it. There's a percentage base. It's like a fucking boss in an MMO. You scan it, and there's a percentage of something to drop.
So it's gambling.
But I've already bought it.
Gambling.
I've already bought it though. So
yeah.
Like the Twilight Princess one, I don't know. One of them gives you Epona, the horse from Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
Ocarina of Time.
Did you get it?
Boom. Yeah, immediately. Then there's the armor. Then you can get the green tunic from these. So the original Link armor, and it all changes, but you get a lot of weapons. It's always a treasure chest with some like shrooms or fucking fish.
Yeah.
They always fall man. There's some cool shit that drops on some, and you get
from the amiibos, yeah,
for your glider.
Oh, okay.
From each different one,
so
depending on the game.
Have the bland tan glider that you have. I just have the bland tan.
Yeah. Then you have to go to the guy that dyes there's a dye
I did
guy.
get that. Open that up from the pony points.
No, there's a dye guy in Hateno Village.
Right. But you get like a horse dye or something like that with your pony points.
Oh, okay. I didn't
it's
know
like
that.
the second thing. You get a harness, and then the first thing, and then the dye is the second thing.
Okay, so this guy dyes your armor.
Yeah.
Hateno, and now he can change your skin or your glider.
Yeah.
But my kid was having a blast. Scanning them, boop, 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 and then it tells you can only scan these once per day. All right.
How's he making it through that game? Some of those mobs are a little difficult.
I don't know.
At first.
He jumps off a lot and plays something else. I'm like, what? He's 8.
Yeah,
He's 8.
Well, like I said, the mobs some of them are hard in that game. When you go into that opening area, they one-shot you.
Or the depths?
Yeah.
Underground?
Yeah, you got to get some heart containers up before you go traveling down there. I did kill a Hinox in the underground.
I killed the skeleton version of a Hinox, which is I don't know, fucking Lorax. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
But he had one eye, fucking, and you hit him so much and his eye flies out.
Yeah. What'd you get from him?
His eye? Bunch of gems.
Bunch of gems.
That's some of his materials, so it's got high fuse attack.
Yeah.
Right? His
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hinoxes get.
I did find the greaves, the heavy armor greaves.
Okay.
I found those. So those pants give you just one more armor. I'm trying to
You have
open
to
the fairy
upgrade that
fountains.
shit. Yeah.
I'm trying to open the fairy fountains. I guess there's a quest. There's things you have to do now to open them. Before you just paid them money.
Do those fairy fountains? Or do they have Bud Light in the fountains?
No, these are some real. These if they're anything like the last ones, those fairies were horny.
Yeah. It's all that
They
Bud
come
Light
out and they're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember those fairies.
Yeah, the one they're always
fountains,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, you're a good-looking little
You're a
man."
tasty
Like, whoa,
treat.
Jesus!
Yeah.
But you just paid him money. So was that?
It's
Prostitution?
fairy prostitution.
She gives you she doesn't give you a service. She upgrades your armor.
Yeah.
So I found one. Have you found any?
I haven't found any.
I found one. It's right
I'm not
there
really
by.
looking for that. I'm like opening up like a lot of the areas and trying to get the shrines.
It's by a stable. You can see it. You see this pink smoke now, and you're like, "Oh shit, there's a fairy." fountain."
Oh, so
Walked
head for
up
the
to
pink
it.
smoke.
Yeah, and it's like, "Oh, I need to hear the sound of a drum." What?
Yeah.
The fuck? Why can't I just pay you money?
I know. I haven't. Let's see. Like I said, I've been mostly just exploring the area, trying to get my hearts up, so I don't get one shot everywhere I go.
See, I'm doing the. I want the fairy so I can just up my armor.
Upgrade your armor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any armor really yet in the game. I got one piece of like the frost armor, and then I got the glider, like the chest piece for the glider armor.
You didn't find the. I have the fast climbing armor, the climbing armor, chest piece, dude. You climb way faster. It's in a well somewhere.
Yeah,
it's in one of these wells by a stable. That's all I can really say.
Okay, might have to go. Do you
go
get,
into the well?
How many pieces do you get? Just one.
Here's a pro tip: turn on your ultra hand when you're like underground and shit.
Yeah,
like,
you can see shit. You can see chests.
You
Yeah.
see the chest behind a waterfall, and you're like, oh fuck.
Okay.
There's that. I found that, and those greaves. But to get those fucking heavy pants, you gotta do at least one of those first main missions where you gotta beat a temple.
Okay.
And then you go back to your home base. And
yeah, I tried to go to the Frost Temple first, and that was
in your home base. A hole opens in the wall, and you go in there.
Yeah.
After you do one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your home base?
Yeah, the underground little circle area.
Yeah, where you upgrade your hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
That shit was cool. There's a lot of shit back there too. It's funny.
Yeah, I've only been there a couple of times. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of exploring, and then every single I probably delay my game time a little bit longer because every time I see something big or a boss, I have to beat it.
But that's the beauty of the game. Like you're like, I'm gonna go over here, and you're like, oh fuck, what's this shit over here?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
They do a real good job in that game. I was noticing it last night where, you know how they have that thing like in games where the design is like every 40 seconds or so.
Yeah.
You see something new. Zelda does a pretty good job of sticking to that. Even though, like, the guy said that the world is bland. There's not a lot of enemies in the game when you're just running around. There can be pockets of them.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of enemies. But there are a lot of shit that you see out of the corner of your eye. And you're like, all right, let me go check this out. Every couple of seconds you're riding through and you see something out of the corner of your eye and it's something you go check out. It's usually, you know, like you'll see a temple or a Korak. Like one of those... is it a dandelion that you knock off? And you
I love the Koraks. You're like, what the fuck? I like the ones that are just...
No, it's annoying.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Koraks. Yeah. Fucking, no, they're little sounds, sure. But like, I like the fact that they're just littered puzzles out there. Yep.
Yeah. How many seeds are in this one? 999, the same thing?
The last one had 999.
Yeah, well, see, it's a race to who gets the first one. Just like the guy's speed running the game, there's a race. I think what's he at now?
It was 94 minutes?
94 minutes to beat Zelda now.
That's well, yeah.
That guy's missing a lot of content,
dude. he's missing all the content.
There's always, every time a game like that comes out, there's always a race to be the first person to get the record. Though when Elden Ring came out, same thing.
I want that glider armor that helps you glide
faster.
Yeah,
that was actually not that bad. Not that. You have to go to one of the temples and you can see like a ring set up islands in the sky, and you go to the bottom of that. Talk to the guy, and he will give you the quest if you jump through the rings. And then there's other ones around.
The side quests are way better in this one. Like they're more involved, and there's like actual actions to do. Like I had to build this chick's cart, her horse cart.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I did that one.
And I had to go get her a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'd be like $100 or something like that. Like
100 rupees.
100 rupees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Like, and now I'm a reporter, and I have to go through all and find out news from every stable.
Yeah.
And there's a long quest line for that.
And that's to get the frog armor.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fucking frog armor.
Yeah,
the answer to the most annoying thing in the first game.
Oh, the slipping when it rains?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying as fuck.
Once I saw that you can make an elixir from those fucking lizards, I was like, oh, thank God. At least there's something to mitigate that.
You know, the shitty thing about this game is I don't remember it raining in the last game as much as it rains in this one. It rains all the fucking time.
There was one section of the game that always rained.
Yeah. That's like this
Breath
one.
of the Wild.
The entire map, it's always fucking raining except for in the desert.
Did you do a temple?
Not yet.
Beat one temple.
Why? What happened?
Well, see,
I'm pretty sure
the
storyline.
It progresses the storyline. But so like you're saying, enemies, right? The enemies in the game. At a certain point, the enemies are going to ramp and probably more populate. That's usually how there's something in the background checking to say, all right, and now we were ready to send out the harder enemies.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Because now he's not 4 hearts, 5 hearts.
I tried going to the Frost Temple, and I just kept freezing to death. So I went and I got a ruby on my shield now, so I should be able to fucking knock that one out.
Oh, I forgot about putting a ruby on your shield.
Yeah, you put a ruby on the shield?
I had the fire rod. I had a stick. I actually had a rod, because if you find the rod, you put a ruby on a stick, you'll shoot 1 fireball.
Yeah.
If you find a rod...
Shoots 2?
It's 3.
3.
Very weird shit like that is what I love about that game. They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they got real creative with all the different things you can put on your weapons and armor or weapons and shield and your swords.
Everything.
Arrows.
Everything has a purpose for the most part. Either it just ups your attack or durability, or it just does some crazy shit.
Shoot those arrows and with the jellies, and it causes a puff of smoke, or you can freeze them, or
I love the
like
jellies.
you get like those little assholes that shoot the rocks out of the water at you. You just put a fucking electrified jelly on there, one shot them. Yep.
Dazzle fruit. If you found dazzle fruit, you know, at night when you're running around and the skeletons come up.
Yeah.
If there's like 3 or 4 of them, they're a bitch to kill sometimes because their head goes rolling.
Yeah, if you suck.
Yeah, and you got to go chase it. Right?
Yeah.
If you shoot a dazzle fruit on the ground with your arrow,
with the heads roll,
they just kill. It just kills everything.
Really?
One shot. They just disappear.
Yeah.
Yep. That's 3 of them, and I was like, oh shit! And I accidentally hit dazzle fruit on there, shot it. Fucking everybody died.
Huh.
I was like, this is cool.
I have to go stock up on some Dazzle fruit.
I don't know where to get them. I got to look. And bomb fruits. I need to find more bomb fruits.
The bomb fruits are very sparsely used, I think, because of their power. They're pretty strong.
I found a spot in the depths that I marked
Where you can get a lot of bomb fruits.
It was a big rock, and around the whole thing was just bomb fruits.
Yeah. So you can, the little worms that come out of the wall.
Those fuckers.
If you drop a bomb fruit, they eat it and blow up.
What?
Yeah.
Huh. You don't have to hit that little stupid sack in their mouth?
Yeah, they eat it and they fucking after you blow them up with the bomb fruit, they just fucking flop on the ground. That sack falls out of their mouth, and you just go hit that sack a couple times and they die.
What I also like is like they don't tell you, right? There's not like a list of things that like, oh hey, if you put this on there, you just have to figure it out.
There will be.
Guides. The community does it, but
yeah.
Nintendo's not like here's a guide of whatever you need, because like you said, the shrooms on a stick fucking sends them flying, right?
Right.
The spring. You found one of them
the spring shield?
Oh, man. Talk about some funny shit.
Yeah, it sends guys flying.
And their sounds that they make. They're oh, it's so good.
No, speaking of that, and all the people that are doing the Korok torture shit nowadays, they're fucking sending Koroks. I seen a guy that strung like 5 of the Koroks together and like made a spit roasted those fuckers.
So
like they're kind of annoying.
I saw the little Koroks that need help.
Yeah.
That need help. Yeah, it's
every time you're running around here.
It was a variation on their puzzles, which I appreciate, but yeah, like them themselves, I'm like, I don't know if I like it. It's too much of them.
I wish I could
They're
kill them.
saturated. I think people are trying.
Kill them
So
and then drop
people
it.
made like
a
a flat like surface, and they put a stabilizer on it.
Yeah.
And they put all the Korok guys on the end, and they kick that stabilizer on, and it just it flips them up and
those fuckers.
catapults them the fuck out of here. But
That's
I
really
need those guys,
interesting.
man. I need more shield space.
Yeah.
Have you found Hetsu yet?
Yeah. And then he fucking moves right away. You give him fucking 3 seeds.
Home
and he
base. Boop. He's at home base now.
I just haven't got to that part where I'm going to go find him again.
He's at the home base.
Is he?
He's at whatever it's called. I always forget the name of it.
Okay.
Where all your shit is.
I'm out there.
Where
Lois,
Purra is.
I'm out there, Lois and Clark in that game.
I'm surprised nobody's thirsting over Purra because it was Zelda in the first Breath of the Wild. The thirst was real on that.
Yeah.
Thick Zelda.
Listen.
There's probably some
There's
shit out there.
There's going to be some cosplaying going on with Purra.
Purra? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she was tiny in
Obviously.
the first one, and now she's big.
Like, she's like tailor-made for cosplay chicks.
100%.
Yeah. She's got the glasses and shit on, the fucking wild costume.
I died when you sent me the Charizard.
She does the
Beetle.
Yeah.
I was like, she's picked the worst thing, and I was like, still Smash.
Yeah.
Beetle. Thank you.
Yeah, Beetle's an annoying character, too.
That motherfucker, hey, he was important. They made him less important in this game because I don't need him for my arrows in this one because the arrows are abundant. You're saying you didn't have any? I have 200.
No, but when...
Break every box you see.
Yeah, I know, but when you can use a lot of arrows. The aiming mechanic in that game is not that fucking great,
It's not,
too. So,
but get good, bro. Like,
yeah, you can get good, or just the aiming mechanic is not. I had
that's
it.
why they have the slow time ability.
Yeah, so you can be better at aiming.
200 arrows every box, and when you kill enemies, you're getting more of the 5-pack of arrows. I noticed because again, the first game, apples for days. You break a box, apples. You break a barrel,
chew 'em.
apples.
That one's gonna fall.
This one now it's just fucking littered with arrows. I'm so happy. So, but then now Beetle's less important because I used to go to every single stable and clean him out.
Yeah,
of arrows.
Yeah, but shoot, they're so expensive in this game. It's like 30 fucking rupees for
what? The 10-pack?
5-pack.
What? No. Then we're going not Beetle.
Yeah. And then
you shouldn't have to be buying arrows in this one.
You shouldn't have to.
No, you don't. Just break every box. Go to a stable and there's 2 big wooden boxes. Break them.
Break them.
And you'll get about 10, 15 just in there.
And then you got to reset it at the blood moon.
Well, yeah, or you just go to another stable. There's boxes everywhere, dude. I asked
was
Alex,
breaking a lot of
like,
boxes.
Are you finding a lot of arrows? He goes, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Because that was a problem in the last one because the main mechanic is to attach things to arrows. And
yeah, you should have a shit ton of fucking arrows. I should have arrows coming out my...
I do have arrows.
Pointed ears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lots of them. But, I mean, like, as happy as I am to be doing the show, I'd rather be playing right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do that later today.
Yeah, play.
Yes.
Yeah. probably got some work to do today.
What?
I said I probably got some
bro.
work to do
Come
today.
on, man.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
So one of the bitches and complaints I had about that game, other than the arrow thing or whatever, but was the hitboxes in the game. I actually have a couple of videos that I took of the hitboxes.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. The hitboxes are fucking obnoxiously bad in that game. Like there was one where, what are those, it was in the desert area. They had these little, the mechanical guy.
The Necluda area.
Yeah. They have these guys that are fucking just put together out of just pieces of shit or whatever, the green guys. One guy I have a video of it. The guy swings his fucking club, and I was like, a length height away from him, and it fucking one-shots me. So I fucking hit that record button right away. I was like, this is fucking dog shit. I have a few of them like that. It's like, it should feel fair when I get hit.
Right.
You know? And
if there was a big like loss when you died, I would be more mad about it.
I just don't want to feel like I get hit, like it's unfair.
Yeah.
The dodge mechanic in this game is not that great. The timing windows are real awkward.
Great, right?
Yeah, they're awkward as fuck.
Like it depends on the enemy. Like some of them have like really. I feel like the frame for like the timing window for that is tighter on certain enemies.
Yeah.
And then like fucking all over the place with other ones. And
it's
I'm like,
real hard to
I can dodge these
pin
guys
down.
like this.
Yeah.
These guys, I'm like, what the fuck?
But you do have a parry, and then you have a strafe, and then you have a backflip that you can do.
Backflip
and
is the one.
Like I cannot fucking for the life of me figure out the timing for these. The guy who does the speed run got the timing down.
I feel so good too when you get it. You're pop, 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 beat the shit out of them with my stick.
Yeah, that. Okay, and then my next biggest bitch is the fucking breaking weapon.
Oh, see,
that is insane.
Differ on this,
like breaking mechanics. I think it's because it's on Nintendo. If it was another game, you'd be like, "This is fucking bullshit." But since it's Zelda, you're like, "Oh, it's great."
No. If Skyrim had it, I would like it because it forces me to use things I normally wouldn't use. I don't want to fall into a pattern and be like, I'm just going to repeat this the whole game. I don't like that. I get like that with Elden Ring.
Yeah, you
Not
can
Elden Ring,
power up weapons.
I
so
felt
if
like
you could power up the weapons, and
maybe
then you could try different weapons.
Like I got upset because like I wanted to try different weapons in Elden Ring, and I can, but you have to build something around that weapon. So you kind of get into a pattern. Like my spells where I was using almost like wash, rinse, repeat with spells. Just hit them with the rocks, man. Hit them with this. Like it doesn't force me to try a different play style.
You and I would disagree on that one too, because you don't need to build a specific character around a weapon. You just need to know how to use the weapon and dodge the bosses.
You have to spec for a weapon sometimes. You have to have a stat.
Yeah,
right?
but also
dex based.
Not necessarily, because you can beat shit at level 1 if you know how to dodge the boss properly. If you know the mechanics of the boss.
Right. Yeah.
You can't do that in this game because the hitbox is so fucked up. You can't learn the fucking moves of the bosses. You just have to kind of stay away and dink and dunk on them.
Dink and flinka.
Yeah.
Flick and dinka.
That's what I end up doing most of the time.
You have a bow, a shield, 2 bombs, and you just wreck everyone.
Yeah.
So you just fucking shield bounce
do
into the air and just fucking blow them up.
Yeah.
Or freeze them.
You can do that.
Frozen choo-choo.
Yeah, that's how. There's this one area where I had these real bad hitboxes on these bosses, and I just ended up using, like, putting an icicle on a fucking club.
That's good.
And then I swing it, and it freezes them, and then I go up there and just kill them.
Did you try the puff shroom yet?
No, I haven't tried a puff shroom on them.
If the puff shroom, oh my god,
you're gonna get hit.
Puff shroom they showed on the one of the videos for the promotional shit was you put on your shield, you block.
Yeah, and it puffs the smoke out.
And then if you crouch, you can get behind them and sneak attack.
So
interesting. I had my stealth up. I drank an elixir, stealth up. Oh,
there you go.
Insurance. And you can. I snuck behind like 3 enemies, instant kill, and it was one of those big fuckers.
What, the
big
Hinoxes?
No, the big goblins.
Yeah,
Bobo Klein,
the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
I did make a whip in that game.
Big ones.
You get a lizard tail.
What?
You get a lizard tail and you put it on a sword or something. It makes a whip.
Sword?
Yeah, a sword or whatever. I think I got mine on here. I think I got mine on a spear, but you like
the lizard tails.
Yeah, you jab the spear out straight and it goes. Whoosh,
that's cool.
Them. Every time I get something new, I try it on a weapon if I have one available.
I always wait till like everything breaks and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna try this.
Except for the big shit, because I know that like you get some, the Hinox horns or different things like that. They'll actually tell you what it'll improve your attack by whatever 16 or some shit like that. I usually try to save those, and then I put those on a weapon, and that's usually like my main weapon. So I'll switch back and forth between which I don't like the switching mechanic in this game too much either.
Everything.
Yeah,
I
and it like takes a while or whatever. I'd like to be able to just hot swap between 2, maybe 3 weapons or whatever.
Yeah, live, like on the fly. Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of pausing the game and scrolling over, but
I think tapping it should have switched to your next weapon.
Yeah.
And then holding it would open.
Then you can organize your weapons.
Yeah.
But they also have it so if you can when you go into that menu, you can organize them by strength or by durability or some shit like that.
I also would like once your weapon breaks, I don't want to have to select my next weapon. I think it's just go to the next
another weapon automatically.
Like he just pulls it out.
What if it's a piece of shit? Your next weapon's like a fucking
or something
branch.
You're saving for like a heavier boss. Like fuck.
Yeah.
Like I was using my fire rod. I needed my fire rods because I was doing the sky temple and or the wind temple. I don't know. And it was cold up there, so I needed that thing.
Yeah.
I didn't want to use it.
I just hate that mechanic in a game. The breaking weapons.
I love it.
Fucking drives me
I love
nuts.
it. I'm like, fuck, what I got to use?
Like, especially since you, like, maybe just for a quality of life thing, maybe just let it break and then I can go fucking repair it or some shit. I mean, and I know you can repair the weapons in this game, but once it's break, it breaks.
Oh, by
yeah, you can repair it.
By fusing.
No, there's a place where you can go and repair it. I don't know where it's at though, but you can repair them. It's like a convoluted quest line or some shit like that just to get to repair them. But
I feel like you should be able to use fuse
and repair them. Yeah, but once you fuse a weapon, you can't refuse it with something else.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless it's like you can do it. Like if you put like a sword on the end of a club, the sword will break first, and then you can refuse something to that. But then you end up with like a fucking 30-foot weapon, and you got Link who's like 3'8" or whatever. Why is he so short?
I don't know, man. His race.
Yeah, it's like there's other people with pointy ears that are tall.
And there's fat ones too.
Yeah, he's just a short fucker.
I had one of those cobble smashers. It's like a blunt sword. Looks like a sword. It's like a rock smasher, right? I use it to break any kind of rocks. But I fused a rock to it, and it increased its durability.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah.
Man, I just love fighting. I'm going to try this fucking whip thing.
Yeah, and if you get certain tails, it shoots the ice out too.
I got one of those. That's the one I have.
So you put that on a sword or something like that. You have a whip that shoots out ice and freezes people.
It made everything in that first game. All those items were fucking useless. Like the jellies.
Yeah, what'd you do with them? Just sell them?
Well, you needed some things to upgrade armors.
Yeah.
So you didn't want to sell them all. The gems, you just sold them. And
Yeah.
then eventually, you would have to use them to upgrade high-level armor. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But still, I just sold them. So I'd get a fucking bunch of opals and luminous stones, sell them. Now I'm like, man, I don't know. I might.
You might want to keep them around.
Keep this, yeah.
The stones
there's
don't
a
do
duplication glitch that people are using
for what?
any item.
Really?
So you can get a diamond and just duplicate
rupees.
it. I don't know if you can do rupees, but you can do gems so you can sell them. So
might have to look into that.
Yeah.
Before it gets patched.
Yeah, right. They're gonna patch it. I might do it to get some cash.
Yeah.
Because what I'm finding,
the rupees are hard to come by.
Gems are hard to come by, and so are the rupees. And I guess there's an area of the game where you need a lot of rupees to complete something.
Sons of bitches.
And I'm like, damn,
how dare they do
I want to buy all the armor.
Yeah.
Right? I found the stealth armor.
I want 100% the game.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not 100% in it.
That's a lot.
I'm going to do enough to beat it once, and then that'll be probably it. I'll probably shelf the game after that. Go back to Jedi.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to put over 100 hours in it for sure. But then go back to Jedi. But fuck, after that, fucking Diablo, man.
Yeah, Diablo. Diablo's going to soak up a lot of fucking time.
Oh, man. And Diablo, I can't play there. I have to play it at home.
Yeah, it's got to be out. Damn.
Maybe.
As long as they don't have breaking weapons in Diablo, I'll be all right.
Midnights.
Yeah, maybe.
I got to figure it out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got adult things I got to get done too.
You got to do some adulting, huh?
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Yeah. Well,
Game of the year.
Yeah.
Game of the year.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I can't really argue with. As much hype is around this game and that, unless something, I can't think of anything else that's going to come out later on this year that's going to blow it out of the water.
Listening to all other outlets and all these people, they're like,
I mean, I can't think of anything.
The same thing was said. Like, I didn't think they'd be able to top it, so everybody was worried and like, oh, I don't know, man, that's a big task, and they did it.
Plus,
they fucking did it
in the game writer world, with how hardcore Nintendo is about like cutting people off from their whatnot. I think because of that, there's a little bit of just bias towards Nintendo games.
As far what?
Well, as far as like these game studios, you have the fucking head guy saying, don't put a bad review out about a Nintendo game, especially this big, or don't shit on the game too hard. Even if because there's one guy that fucking put out like he rated it at a 6.
Oh yeah,
and he got shit all over.
Really, by the community?
By the community, yes. And then if you look at what Kotaku did, even though what Kotaku did was way worse than just giving a bad review, they got cut off from early release stuff from Zelda. So
I remember that.
If you have Nintendo sitting out there, if you give us a bad review, so even though the game might be a phenomenal game or whatever, you have a tendency to see, because I'm not rating this at a 9.5 or a 10. I mean, it has a lot of issues. Some of those are hardware dependent. Sure. The art direction in the game is pretty good, and it does carry, so you can ignore some of the hardware issues, but there's still like shit in the game, quality of life things that make it lower for me. Like, I would rate this game, if I had to use a scale, which is kind of stupid as far as buying a game. And also, like, I didn't want to give a huge review on this. I let you do that because it's more your kind of game.
Style.
Yeah, it's more your game. So I just came in and gave some of the quality of life things that I would like to see improved in the game for it to make it better. But I would rate this somewhere around an 8.
Yeah.
7.5.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah. But that's just for me.
It'll be game of the year for the technical feat, right?
Yeah.
One, it's beloved, right? There's a reason it keeps selling for 20-something years. But it's technical, what it did, right? It did something that nobody thought could be done again. So that's the reason I think it'll win.
Yeah, and I don't have any argument or have any problem with this being game of the year. Like I said, that's why I just gave some of my points on its quality of life stuff that I think should be changed. And I do have a lot of fun in the game.
The controls are
that's another thing.
Obtuse.
I fucking hate the controls in that game.
Like,
Jesus.
I'm always picking the camera when I don't want to, and I'm trying to take pictures. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with this camera.
It's because Nintendo takes and they go, we already have an established fucking set of controls out there across platforms. Fucking the Steam Deck uses this shit. PlayStation uses this shit. Computers use this shit. Fucking all these other games. And Nintendo says, you know what? Fuck you guys. We're going to take every muscle memory you have from every other thing and just fucking shit all over it.
Mess around. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The crouch button is Y in that game. Give me a fucking break.
What do you mean?
It's or X.
No, it's not.
In Tears of the Kingdom.
No,
it's the top center fucking button.
What are you playing?
That's the crouch.
No, mine's a stick.
No, mine's not the stick.
I don't know why.
No, it's because I switched the A and B button. The jump.
No, I did that. I do that automatically.
But then I don't know how my fucking crouch button became the fucking.
Yeah, one of those weird controls.
Oh, you're gonna get it out.
It's right here,
you're
buddy.
Gonna get it out and fucking try
Console battery
You're
low.
gonna be like,
left stick in. There it is.
That is weird. Why is mine Y then?
Yeah, right there. And
yeah, because that's my fucking.
X puts my weapon away. Y brings it out. X puts it away.
Yeah, it's
B
X
jump,
on mine is the crouch.
And A is interact.
Can you switch that?
What?
Because I just put it on. And what's your camera?
And
to zoom in. No, not that. To zoom in on the camera.
Right stick.
In. I don't know what my left stick in does then. I have no idea.
Fucking no wonder. You're like, the controls are worse. Nintendo's the worst.
No, that's not why, because I found a workaround because I like back buttons on games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just fucking bound it to that back button, which that back button on all my other games is the crouch run.
Where's your dock?
Oh, crouch does that. No, it's not that. That's not what it is. It's not the crouch. The crouch isn't the stick. It's the run button.
Y, yeah, it's X or Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking dog shit.
I don't know. I got used to it.
Yeah, so did I, because I put it on the back button where it's supposed to fucking be. Yeah.
Yeah, back buttons. You and your back buttons.
Yeah, I like back buttons. I like having more options. And I like not taking, and I'm not going to play claw, so I like not taking my hands off the sticks.
Claw.
Yeah. I'm not playing that. I'm not rearranging my brain for that one.
No.
Fucking doing some kind of weird carpal tunnel fucking grab on a controller. Just so you don't have to take your thumbs off the sticks.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like let's look at the landscape for the year. You got Diablo. That's not going to win.
No.
Will it be good?
Well,
it's going to be good. There's no doubt it's going to be good, especially for us. We will love it.
I
will love that game.
It's got too niche of a market for
It's not even
game
niche.
of the year.
It's more of the same for Diablo.
Yeah, it's just like I said.
It's a looter.
You have but you have your core players that kind of play those types of games that are that fantasy art fucking thing, and unless they do something that's
Looters don't
amazing.
win. Looters and shooters don't win.
So
game of the
what
year.
you have now is you have Zelda for game of the year, and then everyone else is just going to be in there just so they have more people
Someone
to
to go.
talk about when the game of the year, because it's probably going to win.
Starfield is excellent.
Starfield would have a chance, but I don't think
But you're going up an established IP.
Yeah.
That's the reason it'll win.
We'll see. When Starfield debuts, because they're going to debut it, if they do it at 30 frames per second, it's fucking out.
Yep,
no
gone.
game of the year.
Yep.
Not at all.
Yep.
Nope.
Starfield.
It's funny, too, because then if that's like one of the big fucking downsides of Starfield not being 30 frames per second. Get beat out for game of the year by a 30 frame per second game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
Yep.
That would be something.
Yep. There's that. Yeah, Diablo, Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy might be the closest.
No. I can't see Final Fantasy.
I can see it because they're
over
going in a
Tears of the
big
Kingdom.
new direction. Not over. No. I think that's its closest contender. I think it will be.
I would
its
say
closest.
Starfield and
I think Starfield maybe. I think
Final
Fantasy is its next contender. Big one. And Spiderman. Spider-Man 2. If Spider-Man 2 comes out,
No, I can't see Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. The first one was a Game of the Year contender.
Right, but this is a second edition, and you have Tears of the Kingdom out this year, so
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
The second one might iterate more on because now you have two Spider-Man.
I'm talking about people not like because I'm talking about things that can compete.
I
Tears of the
know.
Kingdom.
These are the things that can. These are the things that will end up in the category.
Nah. Spider-Man's not competing.
They will be in the category.
Okay,
for
they'll be
Game
in the
of Year
category. They're not competing though.
because they're on the level of good enough game.
Yeah, just because you put a fucking,
They're not gonna win.
Yeah, just because you put a mini me in a ring with Mike Tyson doesn't mean they're competing. They're just in the ring.
No. Spider-Man's not a mini me. It's not. It's a giant game.
Hey, listen, I use hyperbolic examples
Yeah.
to fucking
Fuck
illustrate
your
my
hyperbole.
point.
Like, no, Spider-Man, Starfield. If Starfield does something technologically new, it will have a better chance than Spider-Man.
Starfield, if they have those procedurally generated planets
and they work.
that you can go to, that aren't just dead, lifeless fucking rocks in the middle of nowhere, then maybe.
But
We'll have to see.
Final Fantasy's icons, they're called now, not summons. Like those fights and battles, if those end up panning out and being really good, like they're doing something new for the series. This is what pushed Breath of the Wild into the
Right.
Yeah.
You got a point
War,
there
the
with the
first
icon
2018 God of War, like they did something new. They changed the whole formula, and it still
Cock of
felt
War.
good. Like that is what will get people noticed and on the level with.
Get some hype around the game.
And they're saying there's new mechanics in Spider-Man 2 because you have both
Like
Miles and Peter.
Even Final Fantasy, I'm not even going to pick that up when it comes out. No. I'll still be I'll be on Diablo. So
They talked about it recently though.
Diablo?
No,
Final Fantasy?
outlets got their hands on it. 4 hours. 4 hours of gameplay.
Oh, for Final Fantasy?
Yeah,
I saw a guy
tailor-made.
did that.
Tailor made for media.
Yeah.
So they, changed a lot of stuff so they can play it and experience different sections of the game.
Yeah.
It's positive.
Yeah.
Positive looks.
Yeah, because then they don't want to be cut out of the next time that they get
That's
a fucking
they're not
early game
Nintendo.
release.
They're Square Enix. Square Enix they need a win.
You don't think Square Enix would do that?
They need a win.
Hey, I would use that clout like a cudgel if I was one of those companies.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It'd be brutal.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely.
You'd be whispering in people's ears at deals on stage.
Yeah, you're not going to say anything on this fucking game, are you, buddy?
Everybody give it up for this guy.
Yeah. Oh, this is a great game.
Yeah. You say anything fucking negative, I'll fucking kill your family.
Yeah, I think the only people that escape that might be Xbox because...
No, Phil Spencer, man. I think he's going to be at the end of it. I think he's... if he don't turn it around this year, he might be out.
Yeah. Well, we can segue that into fucking another Activision Blizzard fucking up.
Oh, yeah.
So now that we got our Tears of the Kingdom review, do you have anything else left to say about Tears of the Kingdom right now?
No.
Yeah, we got. I think
We'll probably
that was a
talk
good
about
chunk.
it.
That was a bulk.
We'll probably talk about it again next week.
Yeah.
It'll come up.
So we got a couple of stories of ABK, Activision Blizzard King, fucking up around their games.
Aaron Keller.
Oh, that shared insight. Overwatch 2 PvE has been canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is crazy because they showcased gameplay of Overwatch 2 PvE 3 years ago, where they showed what you can do. They had these skill trees that you can go through, and you can level up your character, and they were hyping it up like your main Overwatch characters, once they get in this PvP and they start going through these skill trees, they're going to be completely different than your experience. So generally no two players are going to have the same build on a character. Maybe, I mean, you're always going to have a meta in a game like that, but you can build your characters and you might have a different feel to your character. Well, they scrap that. See, that's the skill tree shit.
Yeah, select the talent.
Yeah. So they scrapped that and they went out and a lot of people were built up for this. They were buying skins in Overwatch 2. They were doing a lot of different things to build their characters up and get them ready. Well, you had this early release where you had the Overwatch 2 arena shit shooter. And then they scrapped it and just shit all over those people that just kind of spent money and put their faith in Blizzard again.
Yeah, well, this is interesting that it said Hero Mode, which it's called, was actually in development in 2016.
Yeah, I said, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I said 3 years ago was when they showed video
they showed
of
it. But Overwatch was born from them creating that first-person shooter MMO.
Yeah,
so it says here, that they were like, all right, we'll just put this in the second one, and then they announced it, and then they still fucking scrapped it.
Yeah, and a lot of people think it's more like a money grab thing because they're gonna release. They will have like a semi PvE mode where you don't have the tiers and you don't have the talent, but it's gonna be like you're gonna have cinematics tossed in with these slight PvP areas. Or PvE areas that you can go into, but you're not going to be able to build out your character like they promised you could.
Yeah, the scope simply grew too big. This guy, of course, you're trying to build a whole nother game. Like you're trying to be like Destiny, like you said, right? Like
it was supposed to be, end up like a Destiny-like game where you could, the gameplay they showed of this looked kind of comparable to like a dungeon raid in a Destiny game or something like that. I forget what they call those.
Deathmatch, Creators Workshop. Like, it sounds cool. Like, and Overwatch, I've tried Overwatch 1.
Yeah, my boy loves that game. Overwatch.
I couldn't get into it, man.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it either. I
I
played it a couple of times, but I couldn't get into it real big. But so this, instead of being a new game from Overwatch 1, they're just saying this is just Overwatch. And they, instead of having 6 players, they have 5 players in the arena at one time. Weird. And scrapping this was a huge slap to the face of a lot of Overwatch fans.
They're very mad.
Oh, yeah.
And the director is disappointed.
Yeah, so they had it was like a podcast, or not really a podcast. They had a showcase for the creators. And because of this, the main creator, the guy who's been at Blizzard for 19 years, I can't think of his name right now.
It's not Aaron Keller?
No, it's not Aaron Keller. It's like Jeff. Fuck, what is the guy's name? It's probably in this article somewhere.
Yeah.
But he went out there and quit. And this guy worked with Blizzard, like I said, for 19 years and worked on Wrath of the Lich King. Worked on a lot of different World of Warcraft. That were Jeff Kaplan. Yeah. Were highly successful parts of World of Warcraft, and Overwatch is this guy's fucking baby, and he wanted to keep pushing this, and they said nope. The pencil pushers over there at Blizzard were like, no, we're scrapping this for fucking loot boxes or whatever the fuck they're doing, skins.
Listen to all the turmoil over there at Activision Blizzard.
So this guy fucking quit.
Overwatch's game director, a 19-year Blizzard veteran, left the company. Jeff Kaplan. Pandemic shifted the way everybody worked. Activision Blizzard was still in turmoil over sexual harassment lawsuits, Microsoft's pending acquisitions, the company's efforts to combat employee union efforts. I remember that. an unpopular return to work mandate. Yeah, they were all mandated to come back to work instead of work from home.
Yeah, especially since they shown their productivity as being higher with people that work from home.
Yeah.
And then they want everybody to return to the fucking studio, and it's like, why?
Yeah, justify that real estate cost.
They do. I would fucking downsize.
Yeah. It happened
You
in
know.
Chicago. It happened in Chicago a lot. Like they were like, we're done paying rent in these areas.
Yeah, fuck
Yep.
that.
Yeah, I mean, the sexual harassment lawsuits alone are still ongoing with Bobby
Yeah,
Kotick.
you can't sexually harass people at
Shouldn't
work.
do it.
No.
Yeah, what if they work from home? You're safe. They're sending dick pics or something over fucking
Yeah.
Slack channels.
Oh, I got a Snapchat for
what's
Bobby
this?
Kotick.
Oh,
shit.
whoa, what are those
is
bumps?
that?
Oh my God.
So it's like this is a big thing with Activision Blizzard. So like you said in the run of the show that they said Microsoft, you got a lot of controversy. Hold my beer.
Oh,
I got you.
Microsoft, hey, take a break.
Like I said,
Take a rest.
This goes into
We got it.
This goes into my whole conspiracy theory that Blizzard's tanking their stock price so that everybody's like,
Yeah, that's
hey,
true. That's true. You did. Yeah.
Blizzard's not that big anymore. They're
Yeah,
not even
no.
worth $69 billion. So I think Bobby Kotick's getting a deal behind the scenes for like a nice golden parachute. Like, just tank the Blizzard price. We just need Call of Duty IP.
Yeah.
That's all we want. And their mobile games. Blizzard got a lot of mobile games.
Yeah,
they
they
make
bought
a shit.
they
Candy
bought,
Crush.
a King.
King.
King's the name
That's
of it. Yeah.
Candy Crush. Yep.
Yep.
That's a big money producer. That's like one of the biggest money makers for mobile gaming out there.
They're in the next story. Activision.
Yeah,
shuts down
Activision.
Another project.
This is where they took a page out of Nintendo's book.
Yep. Huge Call of Duty product. Fan made mod for Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2 in 2009. Engine was being developed by a small group of developers. It has been shut down after receiving a Nintendo fashion
Cease and desist order.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and a lot of these are for games that Activision like no longer supports or has support for anymore. So these guys were making their own servers and things like that, so that
Cool.
they can still, PvP each other. I can't see this like being like a massive multinational group of hackers and developers creating a thing.
Clandestine
Yeah,
shit. Yeah. No, well, they did this with
just
Vanilla Warcraft.
they did actually. That was Bellier.
Blizzard, and then Blizzard was like, "We're gonna do it."
Yeah. Bellier went, and Bellier's a YouTube creator, been big in like YouTube for a long time. He did one where he cut down a lot of the World of Warcraft, their dialogue down, and like simplified it so that you didn't have to go read a bunch of like a novel every time you went and talked to an NPC. And that fell under Activision Blizzard or Blizzard's copyright stuff, where it was something that could be seen as like something that they would develop, so they went and shut that down.
Yeah, violation of the user agreement.
Yeah, I don't know the whole details behind all of it, but that's just that's what I know.
Damn.
Yeah.
2 years of that shit. Poof. Stop doing it. And then they'll probably monetize it somehow
Yeah.
instead of hiring these
See,
people.
now in the same space where you have like Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, and things like that, letting their community just go fucking
crazy.
wild.
Roblox.
Yeah. Activision's like, no, you just can't do that with Call of Duty. That's not where we're at.
Nintendo's the same way.
But then again,
Dirty fuck.
I think Roblox is in trouble for child labor, utilizing child labor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
So, but yeah, they're in a little bit of hot water. But other than that, I would like to see more companies utilize their creator base. Like, can you imagine if Nintendo just went and said, "Hey, Tears of the Kingdom, this game is for you guys.
Yeah, I've seen.
Do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Yeah, and like when somebody,
As long as you're not ROMing it." I can see where they get a little mad about ROMs, but
no, I get that.
selling
Like that's their
ROMs or-
property and
Right.
reselling. And when it comes to money, but like watching someone take and mod your game into something better or a version of it, you should
Yeah.
be like, a couple. Bethesda did that. Bethesda saw somebody modding Skyrim,
yeah.
gave them a job.
Oh yeah, and they put it in their game too.
And they
yeah.
said, "You come work for us now." Like,
Yeah.
but they put mods in the game specifically, and then when a good one came,
Yeah.
they were doing the right thing there. But Nintendo needs to take a page. Hey, problem is like it's probably some dude in America that did it, and they're like, "We're not hiring no
Yeah.
fucking American."
They have like Bethesda's. You said with Skyrim was real good about it. From Software games are notoriously good about letting their community just go fucking nuts with their
you
shit.
don't hear any of that shit.
Same with Epic Gaming. Epic Games is actually that with their Creator 2.0 for Fortnite are letting their guys, and they're gonna pay their fans to create content for their fucking game. I mean,
man.
And then you have Activision Blizzard, or you have Nintendo going, nope.
Stop it. No. Stop making our shit look bad and your shit looks good.
Yeah, stop making our shit look better. Because there are like guys that already ROM'd and modded Tears of the Kingdom.
I like the Unreal, like they'll put like Zelda, Link and Ganondorf fighting in an Unreal Engine. They'll make it and like it looks really good.
Yeah.
People do use the Unreal Engine.
So I don't know. Like if I was a game developer, I would do that.
Yep.
I mean, Epic's doing it the right way, having their creators make their content for free and then just giving them a cut. Have your cut.
Xbox needs to figure something out too.
Yeah, speaking of Activision Blizzard, EU approves Microsoft $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard, clearing a huge hurdle. I think we did talk about this a couple weeks ago, but I know that China did approve the Activision Blizzard acquisition. When did this? May 15th.
So this is we talked about how they were like, no.
Well, no, that was the UK that was saying no.
So the EU,
and then the EU approved. Mm-hmm. So maybe we talked about the EU, the UK blocking it, but then we didn't talk about the EU approving it.
Europe's green light is a huge win after the UK's top competition authority.
Yeah.
Last month blocked.
And then if you look up, China approves it too. Look up.
So are you going to be the guy at UK that's like, no, and the whole world's like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What's the U.S.'s stance on this right now?
Oh, they don't care.
No.
Yeah. So they already. I think they already got the FAA thing, like all that stuff.
So China's on board with it. The UK's
FTC.
on board with it. And China, which is their three biggest fucking markets, basically.
They're going to keep going. They're going to keep trying. Again, they can't stop it from happening with that block from the UK.
Yeah.
They can make it difficult for them in the UK to operate, but they can't stop the deal from going through.
So here, like I said, look up that China one, just so I can confirm that.
Oh, the China?
Yeah, the China. Yeah.
See if
so then I'm not putting out misinformation.
Yeah, well.
Misinformation. So we're looking up China approves Activision Blizzard takeover. Or Activision Blizzard acquisition.
There it is.
Yep. China approves Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard.
From gamesindustry.biz.
Thanks, GameIndustry.biz.
Confirms deal was granted unconditional clearance.
Yeah.
From the Chinese antitrust regulators.
Look at that. I like the propaganda spin they put on the front of that article where they have the big red wall of China.
Yeah. Brick wall.
Big red brick wall.
I'm going to make that my wallpaper.
I love China.
China's great. I get all my stuff from there.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, behind every every phone that you buy, every pair of sneakers, there's a 3-year-old with bleeding fingers.
Yep, real or fake.
Yeah.
Sneakers.
Yeah, real or fake.
They're real to me.
Yeah, they go on your feet.
They're
real.
My feet and I walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So Ubisoft. See, like I said, I did bring this up. Yeah. We did talk about it, but this is more information on it about Ubisoft's open world Star Wars game.
Could be here sooner than you think. The Assassin's Creed publisher thinks it could be March 2024. Yep.
Man, if this is a big game, if it's an MMO,
it's there first.
How long have they been working on this thing?
A long time. So a long time ago, like Star Wars, the Disney brand, like gave, like 4 studios approval for Star Wars
EA,
IP, which will be canon,
Ubisoft.
right? So because once Disney took it, they were like, "We're controlling the canon.
Just everything.
You're not going to just run off and create some crazy shit. We have to approve it." And they gave like 4 studios.
Yeah,
which one of them is Respawn and EA.
Yeah,
which just played Jedi Survivor. Speaking, there was a couple games that got scrapped.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, what's it called? Like 13, 14, Star Wars something. It was a bounty hunter game. You were going to play as a bounty hunter.
Oh, that's what. Who's the Konami guy?
Hideo.
I think I could be wrong on this. The
former Konami guy.
I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Could be working on a Star Wars game with Microsoft that's first person that has, it's like Mandalorian shit.
Yeah. It could be. I don't know. I have to look that up later.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed maker, right, Ubisoft, announced its largest operating loss in history on May 16th, but promised investors a healthy slate of big upcoming releases for the fiscal year, which runs through March 2024. So they brought this game up, and they think that will generate money. If it's good, sure, yeah. But
it's Ubisoft, so it's going to have a shit ton of microtransactions and bullshit mechanics in it that's going to make you
can
pay
buy
money.
all your colors for your fucking lightsaber.
Yeah, it's going to have you, or it is going to have you pay money instead of farming. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's massive, right? Massive Studios, and they did the Division 1 and 2. It's a looter shooter, so I don't know what this game. It's open world, so we don't know.
Looter shooter, huh?
I don't know if it's going to be a looter shooter, but the Division was 1 and 2 were looter shooters. So the studio that's working on this, is helping work on this. Is known for looter shooters.
Yeah,
I think they're there for the open world. Massive Studios. I think they're helping with that, but Project Helix is the name of the code name for the game.
Project Helix.
Project Helix.
Yeah, because Ubisoft has those weird, like, what is it, Mirage for Assassin's Creed or whatever.
So
yeah,
there's some Assassin's Creed games coming. We haven't heard shit. We'll probably hear about it here in the next month. We'll probably see gameplay.
No, I have a story next about Ubisoft and the new Assassin's Creed stuff.
Yeah, but we're going to see it next month with the showcase.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure. Are they doing their own, or did they go to... I remember they announced it. Because they were one of the last ones to bail out E3.
Oh, Ubisoft?
Yeah, so I don't know if they're going with Xbox or PlayStation.
No, I don't know. They might have their own.
Right.
Ubisoft is a large studio.
It is. Publisher.
So they probably will. Yeah, okay. They're a large publisher. Mm-hmm. Pardon my misspeak there. So yeah, Ubisoft NFT Souls.
Oh, boy.
From Ubisoft.
Yeah.
So Assassin's Creed are so I guess with this one they're putting out an NFT deal where you can buy a thing from Ubisoft and they give you like a figurine or whatever, but also attached to that is an NFT that's the soul of like Assassin's Creed characters. Like you can buy Ezio Auditore's soul.
Yeah.
You thought I went with Souls game?
No.
Okay. You didn't think I was going there. What? Ubisoft putting out a Souls-like?
Yeah, okay.
Chris will be all over that one.
I'm in, yeah.
No.
I mean, look at the characters are so cool. And it's like...
They are.
The design of these assassins is so... Just good.
His fit is on point right there.
His fit's looking good. His drip, he dripped. Got that drip. Looks great, but like their gameplay is sometimes it starts out really good, and then you're like, all right, I'm fucking done.
It drags on. It's a grind. It's a grind fest.
It's grindy and it gets repetitive.
You're doing digital chores. So there's if you go down, it says that they're putting out like a 3D printed character of like Ezio.
Earn unlock items, recipes, and loot boxes. Yeah.
And you can add digital soul. His soul.
Altair.
Yeah.
Altair. The first Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah. So you can buy, and it's going to be an NFT that like maybe you can later buy and sell. Like I said, this NFT shit, they're going to keep pushing it. Somebody's going to fucking crack the code on how to put NFTs in games, and then every game's going to fucking do it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You going to buy one of them?
No.
And get the NFT to go along with it? It might be worth billions and billions of dollars later.
No, man. It's Ubisoft. It's like if Ubisoft, EA, even Blizzard, Activision,
like I said,
when they do shit like this, it's like...
Like I said, one of them's going to crack the code, and as soon as they crack it, because they're like, Ubisoft keeps doing it. I think Activision keeps pushing NFT shit here and there.
No pricing has been announced or a release date. Like, get the fuck out.
And then they see like what happened with... what is it, CSGO, where there's an online market where they're selling guns for like hundreds of thousands of dollars on that.
Yeah.
So they see opportunity here, and they're going to keep pushing this NFT horse shit.
But one thing in real life is very clear that these NFT figurines will not interact with the games themselves and at all. And Ubisoft is hardly even involved beyond licensing of this brand. That raises the question of why the publisher is even involved at all,
It's an
given
NFT.
the super negative reaction from the fans the last time it experimented with NFTs.
I bet you if Nintendo did an amiibo where you can where you can get an NFT from that might crack the code for them.
They did it, but they did it in a way like your amiibo. You said it. Amiibo will unlock certain things in games.
Right. But what if it unlocks
already
an
done
NFT that you get specifically to your fucking PlayStation?
I don't think they'll.
Or
fuck
your
with NFTs.
PlayStation, your Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
You get an NFT on there.
Yeah, they need to.
That's one thing.
Nintendo's fucking up.
It's one thing at least I haven't heard from Nintendo. They're not trying to push into the NFT space, at least that I know of.
No, I think they're just like, let's make games.
Yeah.
That's their bag.
Let's make games.
Good games.
Yeah. Make all games good again.
Yeah. Blockchain. Tamagotchi. Yeah. No, this is so dumb. Anything NFT, I just usually shy away from. Like, don't put it in my games.
Yeah, because it's just a fucking scam,
Don't put it
dude.
in my games, man.
NFTs are a scam.
MK1 trailer. I'm excited.
Yeah, I heard someone
for-
say the Mortal Kombat, like the name of it's stupid.
Of course it is. Yeah, it's like Xbox
Mortal
One.
Kombat
Like,
1.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
But I think that
although-
like saying reloaded or rebooted has been overused too.
You think?
Hey, MK1
Remastered.
rebooted. Remastered implies something else though.
So certain like
Yeah,
YouTube guys,
Yeah.
they can't play this because they'll get flagged on YouTube. You can watch it on WB Games.
Oh, you
YouTube
can't play the
channel
trailer?
because of the gore.
Oh,
That
'cause
shit at
YouTube.
the end.
Yeah.
Is extreme.
Well, fast forward to the end. Let's get to the good stuff.
Yeah, here it is.
Since we're
So it's a new engine, new fight engine. So that's all new. So it is from a new. It is a reboot. Like Liu Kang's the god now. He's the elder. He's a fire god that created this world.
so it's new lore.
And it's all new lore. Yeah.
Right.
Oh
yeah,
shit,
there you go.
blood.
That was one thing I always loved about Mortal Kombat was all
man.
the fucking gore in them.
They didn't go to the whole. Did I miss something?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
good enough.
right here. Look at the gore. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Squish.
There is way more blood in
Yeah.
a Mortal Kombat character than there are blood in real life people.
Yeah. There's so many more quarts.
Yeah.
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 You fucking punch a guy and like 6 gallons of blood
Splash.
flies out of his head and then he gets up
He's on fire.
and he's like, no, I'm good.
Break his back.
Good. Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
Yeah. That's one thing that was always cool, man.
Yep.
You like pull off one of those moves in the very beginning of a fight and it like shatters their fucking skull and shit like that. And then the guy pops right
Round
back
2.
up. Hey, we're good.
Yep. So yeah, there's new like the Scorpion Sub-Zero what's the word? Rivalry. Like that might be different.
Got
now.
hung up on
There's
that one,
different-
huh?
I did different rivals now. Like everything's gonna change in this one, which I'm interested in because I followed it for a long time. But not the last few games. The last game was really good, but at that point I just gave up on trying to follow the story. New
Right.
fighting system, new game modes, 100 gigs.
Yeah. It's a beefy download. It's a beefy boy. This one.
Like it got my attention because
100 gigs
we were
is big.
alive during the MK.
Yeah, the first one, the
all the
original one on
controversy that
Sega.
game
Oh
called.
yeah, that was one.
know,
They should move
Joseph
that one
Lieberman,
story.
he tried to shut it down, and Marilyn Manson and all these people are responsible for this. And
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat's the worst, even though the blood was barely.
This is going to lead to kids like having fight clubs in their fucking schools.
Yeah,
and shit
right.
Like
They're going to
that.
be ripping on each
Yeah.
other's spines and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I do actually have a story about that later on.
$250 for the collector's edition.
Yeah.
Statue, some in-game shit. The statue looks cool. Did you see it?
No, you gonna buy it?
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't. Again, if it was Scorpion,
Why? Who is it?
I would think it's Liu Kang. There it is. There
Boy, it's
it
getting
is
rough
right
on
there.
you. Yeah.
Cool looking statue, right? I like the way it looks.
It is pretty cool.
Like it,
It's a good paperweight.
yeah. So I don't know what the fuck those are. Yeah. Not a lot of stuff for $250 in my opinion.
What's the statue made out of? Is it a 3D printed
Let's find out.
plaster, fucking, or whatever the hell they 3D print out of, like composite material?
Description.
Yeah.
See in-game color variant, like figurine. Jean-Claude Van Damme skin for Johnny Cage.
Oh, fucking A, bro. That's worth a 250 right there on its own. Ain't it?
Yeah.
You'd have to get those tight high water pants for that guy.
There goes. Art prints, steel case. I'm a steel case guy. I'll pay a couple bucks more for a steel case.
Yeah.
6 new playable characters, blah, blah. Again, man, cool, but not, for me, not 250. Early access to DLC characters, that's stupid. Shang Tsung downloadable characters so you can play as him. Like, I don't know, man. $250 for stuff that's already in the game. I don't like that. If it's $250 for stuff that I'm getting physically with the game.
You want to pay to win? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't like that. I like if this came like just a statue.
I want a longer health bar.
Because you're telling me it's $250 and that's all I see is that shit right there. That's not enough. One more stuff.
Huh. What's that big box that's there?
That's
Is that the box that it comes in?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like the white.
Yeah, so if it had some Air Force Ones in there, you'd be like, all right, 250.
Some Mortal Kombat ones?
Mortal Kombat Air Force Ones.
You might be onto something, dude.
Yeah.
We have to call the sneakers app.
Yeah. Need to get a partnership between Nike and Mortal Kombat.
Scorpion
You know how many people
Nikes?
If that thing sold out, man, if you did some Nike shoes with that, it would fucking you could probably make a shit ton of money.
That's the other thing. Sold out for $250.
You get some crossover between the video game community and the Nike community with Mortal Kombat and the nostalgia feel with that. Boy, that's a winner right fucking there.
I didn't think people like Liu Kang like that. I thought Liu Kang was kind of a punk.
No, Liu Kang was never like a huge character.
Like
he was the Jackie Chan one.
He was the main focus of the first 4 games.
Sure, but everybody Scorpion
became
Sub-Zero.
the icon eventually.
Yeah, because he's a fucking cool character.
Fucking from hell, dude.
Yeah,
he's a fucking wraith from hell.
Raiden was a huge
lame.
Yeah, you didn't like Raiden. Raiden was one of my favorite ones. And then Sonya. Yeah,
he's like the he's trying to keep everybody safe, like Mr. Mom. Get the fuck out of here.
Cassie.
Cassie Cage, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she'll be in there. I wonder who's in there.
Is she? How's she going to be in there if this is Mortal Kombat 1? That bitch ain't
even
born yet.
She's not born yet. Who knows? I don't know. They could have
a fighting fetus.
He could have her already in the reboot.
Yeah.
Maybe he had it with Melina.
Yeah. She's going to be in there, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
GTA 6.
Here, let's talk about this one first.
Go.
So there's a study that came out, and then we'll go on to that one.
Video games.
Since we were talking about Mortal Kombat. Stanford research source every reputable study for a link between video games and gun violence that politicians point to. Here's what the review found. Well, they found, shocker, that there's no link between video games and violence.
Physical violence in video games, yeah.
Take that, Ted Cruz, bitch.
Some research suggests that gaming could be an outlet for aggression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
I mean, I don't understand. Video games are in other countries. Why are you saying, well, that's what causes it? But these countries have video games too, and there's not these kind of gun shootings.
You're not going to want to go shoot up a school when that new Fortnite Battle Pass drops. You'll be like, I'll shelf this plan for another fucking month.
He's loading up. And shit. Zelda came out. You know what?
Fucking new skin, yeah.
I was going to go shoot this school up, but I'm going to play Zelda instead.
That's right.
I'm going to kill these Koroks.
Those sons of bitches. Study after study of this keeps coming out, and they've had these studies. It's like politicians will skew data just so they can fit their fucking narrative. I mean, shocker that politicians would do that, but...
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. So they're...
This has been going on for decades.
Decades.
It's
been going on since basically the first Mortal Kombat was introduced, and they had, look at all the blood and violence. This is going to lead to...
Our kids are going to go crazy.
Yeah. And it never happened, and they're still doing it. I mean, they said even just this last year, it was fucking Ted Cruz came out and was like, hey, all these school shootings, let's blame it on whatever.
It's not mental health, it's the video games.
Yeah, it's definitely the video games. It threw that kid over the fucking edge.
Yeah, it's not, the abuse maybe they suffered, or just seriously something fucking wrong. It's always the video games or Marilyn Manson.
Yeah. This is where you see you see the censorship from the left side of the political aisle with Hogwarts Legacy and trying to get people to shut down that one. This is your
the right.
The censorship from the right is always trying to get video games shut down for fucking excessive violence, because you have the fucking the Catholic women clutching their pearls. Oh my God. Little Johnny down there playing that. You know,
he ripped his head off.
yeah, I can't.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, it's got Diablo on the front of the package.
That means devil
It's
in
the Satan.
That means devil in
Satan
Mexican.
game. Yeah. So
Jesus.
that's your censorship from the right,
El Diablo.
along with the censorship from the left.
This
That
is
just makes us all in the middle that just want to play video games. Just be like, just shut the fuck up.
man, they took like an FBI aggregated crime report.
Yeah.
And did some stuff
They went
against
deep.
that.
30
like,
years. 30
Wow.
years of data we have now.
In a culture that fetishes guns, video games surely cannot be excluded as a factor in gun violence. But this expectation of a casual relationship has been carefully crafted as part of a larger scapegoat narrative by vested interests for decades. Yep. Wow. I'm going to have to read all this later.
Nah.
Later, I want to read it.
Yeah.
I did a report on this in high school.
Yeah,
so
I've
like,
read
this is super,
through like quite a bit of this or whatever, but basically I just need to see like the basic idea where they're coming from in the article, you know, and then the sources that
Yeah.
they show and where they came to their information to already confirm something that I already knew.
Yeah, they bring up schizophrenia. This is interesting. Yeah.
It goes deep.
They
This
talk
is
about
from
Hellblade. Wow.
Yeah, this is
dude,
from Fortune.
Definitely reading that.
Hellblade.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, the game about mental health.
Last night. Yeah.
That's supposed to be in the Xbox showcase this next.
Hellblade 2.
Yeah, Hellblade 2, along with
we didn't go over that shit.
Fable and a few other games that are on the horizon.
Ooh, this is.
Wait, you skipped. Wait.
Did I?
No. We had to go back to GTA 6.
Oh, yeah,
rumor
yeah.
release.
GTA 6 is rumored to be releasing. And it not rumored. I wouldn't call it a rumor. I'd call it a speculation.
Yeah, financial reports say fiscal
Yeah.
year 2025.
Which starts their fiscal
end of
year
2024.
Their fiscal year starts March or April 2024.
Okay.
So somewhere they're saying with that year they're going to make $8 billion. That's what they're estimating. That's a big number.
That's a good chunk of change.
That's a big number.
You have to put out GTA 6. It better
And
not suck,
For
too.
context, when they bought Zynga, which is a lot of mobile games and
Yeah.
stuff like that,
That sounds like a mobile game.
Right, and
Zynga.
they made $5 billion that year
Kazow.
just with that merger.
Gotta make one like that.
Yeah. Oh, Zynga. Mm-hmm. So that was in 2022 when they bought them. $5 billion that year. That's not even including the money they make just from GTA Online.
Yeah. GTA 5.
So to make $8 billion within a fiscal year,
yeah.
what do you think you need? You
GTA
need
6,
fucking
baby.
behemoth game,
Yeah.
right? So that is why people are like, ooh,
Yeah, if you just
buddy.
look at like Hogwarts Legacy, which is one of the biggest sellers this year, only made $1 billion.
Yep.
So
we expect, and this is Rockstar. We expect to enter this new era by launching several groundbreaking titles that we believe be setting new standards for our industry and enable us to achieve over $8 billion in net bookings and over $1 billion in adjusted unrestricted operating cash flow. We expect to sustain this momentum by delivering even higher levels of operating results.
Microtransactions?
No way, dude. Yeah, well, maybe in GTA 6.
yeah, Rockstar isn't
I don't think
known
they'll-
for microtransactions.
I think they'll be in there. Well, GTA Online has them, but like I think they'll
Yeah.
be in the game.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll let it affect the game. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And Red Dead Redemption doesn't really have the microtransactions.
Yeah. Man. I'm
So-
telling you that'll be
A
next if
GTA
they come out
6,
next year.
it's got to be good.
It's game of the year, dude.
Can you imagine if they just put out a pile of shit after making everybody wait? How long has it been? 10 years?
It's, a long time. 360. It came
Yeah.
out on 360.
Well, 5 came out in 360?
Yeah.
Wow, that's that
They
long.
remastered it for the Xbox
Right.
One,
I got that one.
and then that's it. They added 100 songs. Like they didn't do anything big. They added a first person mode. Loved it. I loved that game. The story was incredible.
Right.
Like the characters were funny. It's just a take on society, man. It's what is
Yeah.
it? It's satire. It's satire on what actually happens in the real
Little
world.
campy.
So I'm ready to see. There might be a politician in there that's like, oh, it's huge. You know, like,
Huge.
there might be something in there that makes
mind
fun of
that.
this dude.
That'd be funny.
They're gonna make nobody is safe. It's like watching an episode of fucking South
Yeah, I
Park.
think Trump is an over-the-top satire character
So
of a
like
fucking
he
person.
could be right. It might center around politics.
Right.
Right. Like who knows?
Yeah.
But they're good at it. But it does scare me that the Housers that wrote GTA and created GTA are gone. So I don't know how that's going to go. That makes me a little
we
nervous.
will be looking forward to GTA 6 on the horizon.
I'm excited.
This is just a quick story with the PC PlayStation 5 accessibility controller. Look at that thing.
That thing's weird.
It's huge.
Huge.
So you can hit it with your nubs.
Yeah.
If you got nub hands.
Or no hands.
Well, yeah. Either way.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
they're
looks like a
It's
Simon.
definitely less attractive than the Xbox one.
Yeah, but the Xbox one is like ungodly huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And it looks like a DJ table. It looks like
Yeah, it does.
Looks like a deck.
Yeah. This one looks like a Simon.
It looks like a Simon.
Yeah.
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 I'll bop it.
See if it,
Weird.
get one of these and no hit Elden Ring with it.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a challenge. Somebody's gonna do
Yeah.
it.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
They've
Somebody's
probably
already
there.
done it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, I saw that. I figured I'd put that in there. When is this thing supposed to come out? Does it say? It's probably
Nope. Right there.
No, date of access
Release
has not been
dates,
released.
full price and release dates not released.
How much do you think something like that should be? I think that'd be kind of what is it, ableist if you have it cost more than the regular fucking controller.
Unless they take insurance.
Yeah.
Your insurance will
You
pay
think
for
insurance companies will pay for your accessibility controller and PlayStation?
it. Yeah, come on,
I
man.
don't
It's
think
for
so.
it's my mental well-being.
Yeah.
I don't want to shoot people with these nubs.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. Yeah, it shouldn't be more than the game than a regular controller costs. Can you imagine
Someone with nubs ain't
the
shooting
fucking
people.
outrage? How much is the Xbox?
They're gonna fuse knives to their nubs.
Yeah,
Go out in a crowded fucking.
yeah. You see that playing Mortal Kombat in real life.
He's been playing too
I
much
remember
Mortal
nubs.
Kombat. He's out there
Yeah.
fucking slicing everybody up like Baraka.
Yeah. Baraka was one of the cool characters. He was
Baraka
fucking
was cool. He was introduced in. There you go. Typically $90 to $180. Xbox adaptive controller
90 to 180.
with the
Yeah.
extra pieces. I think you gotta buy extra shit.
Okay.
A la carte it. Yeah.
Like I think the base model should be the same price. Like what is a controller? 60, 70 bucks?
So, yeah, 60
The
to
base
70,
one should be
yeah.
about that. You shouldn't charge handicapped people more based on the fact they're handicapped.
We gotta treat them equally. You gotta treat them fair.
Yeah. And charge
Treat
them
them like a human, and you're gonna pay what everybody else pays.
Yeah.
There's no special. Fuck that. Equality.
Yeah, but I can use a regular controller.
We'll give you a ramp to go into the store and pay for it. But
my god.
but we're not gonna give you a discount.
Gamer Athletes is now officially canceled. I think the only one we haven't hit. I mean, fuck, we might as well hit them this
Nazis?
episode. No, because I did see. This just reminds me. I did see a thing about Star Wars. How the they them community was upset because they didn't go deep enough into how pansexual one of the main characters in there's a main
Survivor?
girl character. Yeah, and in canon she's pansexual or whatever or
Cool.
something like that. But they didn't go far. They didn't even really go over
Just glaze
any of the
over it,
sexual.
huh?
No, they didn't glaze over any of it.
It's just
She ends up
known?
in a relationship with Cal
Oh,
in that game.
the wizard chick,
Yeah, I can't remember
the
fucking name
Dathomirian.
was.
She's a
Yeah,
Dathomirian.
I think so.
I like her voice actor.
Yeah.
There's something I'm like, ooh. Okay.
But supposedly she's pansexual, and
Dope.
the they them community, the LGBTQ community, was a little upset that they didn't delve into her sexuality further in the game.
It's not Jedi pansexual. It's
No,
just
Jedi
Jedi
Survivor,
Fuck
but-
off. It's a game.
Yeah,
Everything's got to be a fucking platform.
that's what it is. That's what it fucking is.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be a
You didn't
platform
use
to push
this
your
as my
political.
soapbox.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
So, I think they get together and make your own game. I guess.
We'll see what happens with this right here.
Ooh, jetpack sex.
Yeah, Starfield's
I am
ESRB
super
rating
interested in this story now.
reveals drugs, in-game purchases,
Yeah.
and jetpack sex.
In-game
Dude,
purchases.
what is going on with the jetpack sex? I'm excited.
Yeah, that's
What is this? Game of the year.
that's a hook right there. Yeah, game here. And Zelda. Zelda's got jetpacks in it too. You can make a jetpack in there, and you can't have
When you
yeah,
when you save Zelda,
you can't. Yeah, Put it in there.
Put it in there,
Put it in there
Nintendo.
already. I know it's a
Come on.
kid's game, but, you know.
Make us pay for the R rating.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, Nintendo make a fortune off that one.
Oh, them thirst
Yeah.
motherfuckers. Zelda,
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah, another $20, you get the X-rated version of Zelda.
Oh, my God.
You know,
That's enough.
we got
Too much
jiggle
for me.
physics and
Jiggle physics. Oh. Yep.
Yeah.
Potential minor spoilers ahead for Starfield. Man, get out of here. Because it's jetpack sex.
M rated for mature.
Yep. Confirms Starfield is an open world playing game. Role playing game. You assume the role of a minor. Wow.
What? Like an
Task-
underage kid?
Like, no.
Oh, the other kind of minor.
With finding artifacts.
I was going to say, if they had a minor in jetpack sex, we'd be in a world of trouble here with
Yeah.
Starfield.
Character interactions, quests, futuristic guns, lasers, axes, blah, blah, blah.
Explosives and more.
Suggestive material in the dialogue. And after sharing a bed with characters,
So they're going to have innuendo.
this is quote, life is a sexually transmitted disease that it is 100% fatal. Wow.
That's a fucking hot take if I ever seen one.
I'm all for getting a little wild, but next time let's try it without the jetpacks.
Ooh.
This is dialogue from the game.
Steamy.
Mm-hmm. Talk about seeing stars. Whew,
Yeah,
that
but
was
you
amazing.
might. So, like, I'd be in for it if you see the jetpack sex. That'd be all right. But if it's not, if it's just a line of
Jetpack
dialogue,
sex. Jetpack sex. Yeah,
I
man.
know. We need that.
Interesting. How interactive is it? It's a
With the
quick time
jetpack
event?
set?
Quick time
yeah,
event.
you have to, like, tap X. That would just annoy me.
Blow your load, it just floats. Floats
Yeah, I
away.
got little floating balls
There
of
you go.
cum in space.
Right on her fucking helmet.
Splashes. Sploosh. Slow motion semen splashes in Starfield.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You gotta get the Windex.
Yeah. Now you're speaking my language.
There's a fictional drug called Aurora that will be prominent in the game.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, players
Be prominent in the game.
characters working in an illicit drug lab. Oh man. Okay.
See, now Breaking Bad meets Starfield.
And the words "fuck" and "bullshit" will appear in the game.
It's funny, the article just start them out.
Yeah. Fuck.
In case any underage people are reading this article. Jetpack sex is okay. The word fucking bullshit are off the table.
Let's see. Well, I don't want to watch 30 frames per second jetpack sex.
No.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get frame drops during the pumping. Fucking frame drops.
Yep.
What?
Stupid.
Yeah. Let's get into. We can get into some tech news after this. So Twitter Blue. So if you pay for your $8 a month blue check mark, you can now upload 2 hours of video.
Whoa. Someone replied to Elon Musk with Shrek the Third in full. So the whole movie is
Oh,
Shrek the Third.
nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can now, if you have the Twitter Blue check mark, you can upload 2 hours of video. And I've seen people going over the top. Oh, this is going to kill YouTube, but I don't think so.
No.
No,
That's a behemoth.
YouTube is a juggernaut.
Too big to fail.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is like Elon Musk's thing, trying to being able to monetize or get more money out of the platform.
Oh, and you can do 10,000 characters long instead of 280.
Well, you can already do a twit longer.
Yeah, or do 2.
Yeah, or do a thread.
thread.
Like, oh, let's see the whole thread.
Yeah, big deal.
So I don't know if this is going to change Twitter
No.
all that
That's
dramatically. Fuck it, Shrek the Third.
That's funny.
Is that 2 hours?
It's an hour and 31 and 58 seconds.
Oh, okay. So it falls short of the 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
I could have researched a movie that was longer.
This
Like right
and
at
then
2
it was
hours.
disabled. This media has been disabled in response to a report by the copyright owner.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, well, at least they got the copyright
There it
guys
is.
out there. Yeah.
That's good.
Wonder how long the internet's fast. So,
Oh, I love it so much.
yeah.
Oh, well, I ain't doing no Twitter Blue.
Yeah, if
Not
you have
me.
a Twitter Blue, hey, maybe Gamer Athlete's future is Twitter Blue.
Because the self-checkout machines now ask customers to tip.
Okay, this goes into our tipping culture.
Oh, dude,
The
tipping culture is out of control
It
with
is.
the tech.
It's pretty out of
That's
control.
funny you brought this up because I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, because you go if you go to like Starbucks or whatever, and it's on there, and the companies have the choice to put it in there or not. Each individual Starbucks can disable the tipping feature, or every place has the option to disable the feature. Tipping used to be something that you do for a waitress or something like that. It was understood that Congress made a law that said, and that hasn't changed in years. It's still like $2.18 is the minimum wage for a server.
Yeah.
So it's understood that if you have a server, they give you good service, you give them a tip. Now, like, the tipping shit is fucking everywhere.
It's everywhere. As soon as I see that like square, and I'm like, oh, and they're taking my order, and then I pick it up at a window.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, they put it on the fucking screen, and then they make you opt out of tipping. So it's automatically a psychological thing to make you think, oh, well, maybe if I'm not tipping, I'm the asshole here.
Right.
Instead of making it a voluntary, unsaid thing that makes you a nice person, it now is a voluntary, unsaid that makes you an asshole by opting out.
I like that they quoted this emotional blackmail.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Great.
It's
great.
Yeah, that's a good way to sum
That's
it
a
up.
good way. Because I just did it. I went to the new spot in Valpo, right?
Yeah,
and bought some stuff. Just ordered. Paid for it, and it's like, do you want a tip? Well, you haven't done anything yet.
Yeah,
I just ordered my food, and then just somebody brings it out, and that's it.
Yeah,
like nobody's refilling my drinks. You have to do that yourself. Like, why am I tipping you?
See, yeah. Now this is bad too. Now because
self checkout machines,
are
gonna do tipping. For who am I tipping?
Nobody.
Myself?
Tipping the company. Yeah, there you go.
What the fuck?
That's what I was thinking. And maybe if you put the tip on there, it takes money off of your order.
Yeah,
or maybe just break machines. Even.
Like even now, like you order Jimmy John's on. Like I even understand that Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's has a tip thing on there.
When you deliver, right? I'm tipping my delivery driver.
Right.
So that I get.
Yeah, and then they get a percentage out of the actual tip.
Probably.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, they just get a percentage out of it.
So stupid. Typical 20%.
That's why it's better. Like if you tip a Jimmy John's driver, tip them in cash. Or like if I get an Uber or something like that, I tip them with cash because they only get a percentage, and then they can hide it easier on their taxes. Which I'm all for hiding as much shit as you can on your taxes. Dog. Yeah.
Yep. They're cutting labor costs by doing self checkout. So what's the point of asking for a tip? Where's it going? This is what everybody's asking. Yeah, no shit. Like, oh, add a tip. This the screen. That screen right there. No, at the tip of my dick.
That's right. You got a slot for that in the self checkout machine, motherfucker. Yeah. I'll give you a tip.
Yeah. What the fuck, man? That's so funny.
Tipping culture is out of control, and they say when like Europeans come over here, it's like.
I can imagine. They're like, what the? Now you go to this, and you're like, tip.
Yeah,
am I tipping the machine?
When I was in Europe, I had to tip. They have like if you're on a tour bus or whatever, and they're taking you through. Sometimes they stop they'll stop at a pit stop or whatever, and they have people that just like camp out inside these bathrooms, and then you're expected to tip them because they clean it.
Yeah,
so you drop a euro in their little tray.
Sure.
Yeah. So there's that.
I'm all about that.
Yeah, that's fine, but like Europeans have that, but then we have tipping everywhere.
It's
fucking everywhere. Yeah.
You can't, man, I can, like when it was in San Diego, like certain places you expect it, but then my brain goes, wait a minute, man, you didn't do nothing. Why do I gotta tip this guy? You didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then the one person that I would have liked to tip didn't have a way to tip.
You know, I should start doing that at work. Yeah. Let's say, hey, would you like to add a fucking tip? Yeah. You tell the manager, hey, would you like to add a tip?
I'm going to have a Venmo t-shirt.
That's right.
My QR code.
That's right.
You can Venmo here.
Yeah. I'm going to say that. Hey, you want me to turn on them boosters? How about a fucking tip?
Next time you guys ask for the behind the mill lights.
That's right.
Hey, you're going to tip me.
Hey, before I turn that on, would you like to add a tip? We have whatever 15, 20, and 25%.
Hey, turn the water off on 5.
Yeah, you can add a customized tip. Yeah.
I'm going to figure out how to milk my own people.
That's right. Well, hey, would you like to add a tip on that? That would be some inside baseball with that one. Inside steel mill baseball.
Yep. We make steel. We work hard and party hard.
Amen, brother. I'm all about it. All right, so we can go with the Dyson headphones.
Oh, God. What a weird
Speaking
invention.
of, what is this, Scorpion or Sub-Zero here?
Like, yeah.
Look at this shit.
Boardroom ball. What is it? What do we call it? What do you call it? Boardroom what?
Boardroom boardroom theater.
Boardroom theater, yes.
Yeah.
How does that go?
See, so like, all right, I'll play the person. I'll play the person. You pitch this idea to me.
I don't even know how to pitch
Yeah. Okay.
this.
So that's how you should do boardroom theater. You come in
bro,
and say,
I was on shrooms last night and I had this crazy idea, man.
right.
Like super heavy headphones.
Tell me more about it. I'm on.
There's filters in them.
Filters for what?
Filters for air.
Air.
That's our brand. Air.
Where are you going to sell these in a dystopian America?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
COVID.
Who's going to buy these? Who's your main
bro.
guy?
COVID weirdos.
And you think they're going to
Now-
pay extra for this?
You can remove the face mask to just have heavy headphones. But when you put the face mask on, there's not a perfect seal.
I like where you're going with this, Johnson.
Sell it.
Let's put it out.
And there's air filters in the cups, like on those ear parts right here. And
I
friend
can't
of the
see
show,
anybody buying
Marquez,
this.
weighed
Yeah.
the most heaviest.
Marquez
which is-
Bromley?
He weighed the heaviest headphones on the market. I think they were like 0.3 grams, and these are like 0.5. Like they're heavy, and that's without the face piece.
Yeah. Be like wearing
Like I think Air Max, the Apple over the ear Air Max headphones are the heaviest ones.
Yeah, these ones that we're wearing aren't very heavy.
Yeah, so they're dude. And then I laughed because he's putting this together, and I'm like, what
It's like wearing a motorcycle fucking helmet on your goddamn head.
Yeah, there's magnets that attach it here, and when it attaches, it senses it, so it turns on the filters.
Huh. Well, that's been an
on the
episode of
ears.
Boardroom Theater.
And then look at where it noses. There's no seal there.
Well, yeah, but COVID doesn't go in through your nose.
Well, they're not even worried about. They're just like air filtering the air, so you have fresh air.
You have to be a mouth breathing dummy for this to work at 100%. Since there's no nose. Yeah. I think you'd have to be a mouth breathing dummy to buy these fucking
mouth
things.
breathing idiot.
Look at this. And the person in the picture looks so depressed. Why am I wearing this? Look at that.
This looks like some Blade Runner type shit, or like some Star Wars gear.
It does.
Right.
Yeah.
When you look straight at it, it looks like Lord Helmet from Spaceballs without the eye.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
Look, see the circle right there?
Yeah.
Look.
Fucking terrible.
They're $949.
Dude, sign me up. I'll take 2.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I think maybe Dyson was out of ideas, and they're like, "Hey, let's throw this against the wall and find out."
Here, look at here's the pros and cons from The Verge.
The bad.
Excellent noise cancellation. Marquez did say that the filters since the motors are on the ears, you hear the filters when they're on, so it kind of fucks up your music.
That's not good noise cancellation right
well
there.
Well designed, can monitor air quality and sound levels. It works exactly as Dyson described.
Aren't they a vacuum cleaner machine?
Yes.
Maker.
Air. They work in the air department.
Oh, they're the air people.
Air movers.
Yeah.
Air filters.
Yeah. You look like Bane.
That's something good.
Yeah.
It says you look like Bane.
Yeah. A lot of cosplaying as Bane now going on out there.
See, here's the bad. $949. The weight,
1.3
pounds.
Dude. That's like wearing a newborn baby on your fucking head.
Filtering the air kills the battery. You don't actually sound like Bane.
Yeah. I was born in the dark. You only adopted it. Yeah.
What a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking goofy ass shit.
Day one, they're really hitting the Bane theme. Becoming Bane. Look at this. Show me the head-on image. Look at that. Lord Helmet.
It looks like
Lord
she might be
Helmet.
smiling there. Yeah, but it doesn't cover her nose.
Mouth breather.
Yeah, she's got to be breathing her mouth. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, she's taking it off of the pizza. Look at it.
Comes right off.
Yeah, it flops down.
So she's breathing all that shit air.
Yep.
Without those.
Eating that good pizza though.
Yep.
What is that? Is it go up? What does it connect to?
It's an app that can monitor your...
I thought it was GPS to tell you where you're going.
It probably has that
Turn
too.
left here.
Come on. Yeah, there's... Look at that shit.
Well, this is stupid.
It's so dumb.
This is dumb as fuck.
$1,000. Where are we?
You know what?
Where do we live?
Dyson, next time you have an idea for some tech thing, run it by the Gamer Athletes and we'll tell you if this is fucking stupid.
At Gamer Athletes.
Unless you pay me enough to tell you that it's a good idea, and then I'll tell you whatever you want to fucking hear.
We need two.
We need two of these.
We need two of these.
And we'll tell you what a great fucking idea it is.
You know.
Yeah, and then after we cash those checks, we'll tell you how stupid it was.
Throw me a vacuum cleaner while you're at it.
And then
I want one of those bladeless.
I want a Dyson ball.
I want one of those bladeless fans.
Can you imagine bladeless? Oh yeah, one of those.
Air blade.
Yeah, what do they use? Magnets or something? Move
I
the
have
air.
no idea. They're absolutely amazing.
Use a sucking machine.
They have a blow dryer too.
Do they?
They have everything. Air.
Yeah.
Yep. TV news.
TV news. We got to fly through these. We're at like 2 hours right now.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane steps away from Family Guy due to the writer's strike.
They're going to have to get, what do you say? They're going to get AI in there
They're
to take
allegedly
care of
supposed to get AI to replace him, but they have 3 months of content already recorded.
Yeah.
So this could, that could bridge the gap between him leaving and him. The Writers Guild is on strike.
Right.
So there's that. Australian comedian summoned to court over jokes.
This kind of this is a little bit bigger story, but a comedian went out and did
Isaac
some
Butterfield.
he did some Aboriginal jokes, and he toured through Australia. He's actually an Aussie. So he toured through Australia doing these jokes, and then he uploaded clips later to YouTube or TikTok.
Yeah.
And then somebody got secondhand offended by it because their friend who was offended showed another friend who went and reported him to the Human Rights Tribunal in Australia.
Wow.
And now he has a date. He had a date to appear in front of the Human Rights Tribunal.
They're jokes.
So, yeah, he had jokes. I watched them. They're funny-ish, but they're jokes. He said, these are fucking jokes. He said, I don't actually believe this shit. They're just fucking jokes.
I just went to a stand-up.
Yeah.
Somebody had an abortion joke or something about Texas abortion joke. And like the crowd kind of laughed, but like it wasn't as loud as the previous laugh. Yeah. And I could see it in the crowd. I laughed. It was funny.
Yeah.
It was I'm here for comedy.
Yeah.
Right. And he even reacted to it and he's like, hey, and he points at the word behind him and it's like comedy, people. It's comedy. It's not reality.
Yeah, that's why a lot of comedians say they won't even do a lot of stand-up on college campuses and California as a whole.
Yeah.
Mostly San Francisco or whatever. San Francisco, Los Angeles.
Get that rice-a-roni?
Shit like there.
I heard that's that treat.
It's the San Francisco treat.
Yeah.
They got the trolley. Arnold in as action officer at Netflix.
Chief action officer.
Yes.
He is the chief of action.
Yeah, Netflix has hired the fucking Terminator.
The Predator and Jingle All the Way star. It's terrible time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired of all these limp-wristed people slapping men around.
I'm the chief.
I'm gonna get some real men in here.
Yeah. No one loves action.
Some guys on steroids.
Like, wow. Interesting. So what do you mean? What are his duties? What is he gonna do?
I don't know. It's probably just
it's a fucking marketing
figurehead.
move.
Yeah, marketing.
Dude. Fuck that.
He's
There's
gonna
nothing
be
in there. Yeah,
back there sipping his coffees with a shit ton of protein
they
dumped
say
in him.
Nothing about what he's gonna do. They just talk about how he's in there now.
Hey, he's in there.
fuck?
We're gonna see if Netflix action gets up there. Speaking of action stars.
Oh, speaking of action,
Martha Stewart is so hot,
man,
in Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition.
Oh man,
I think Sports Illustrated has gone off the rails.
Hey
bro.
man, where was Helen Mirren when they were doing this? Come on, like they could have put Helen Mirren on there a few years ago.
Last year they had the first man on the front of the Sports Illustrated.
Where was
edition.
I for this? Wow,
but it wasn't a man; it was a transgender on the front. And then now we have Martha Stewart. Sports Illustrated has really gone downhill.
What's
back when I was
on?
a kid and you didn't have any, Spank Bank material, Sports Illustrated was your go-to.
Yeah, or the Victoria's Secret catalog.
Right, absolutely. And now you want me to pull it to Martha Stewart? Nah, pass. That's a hard
I
pass.
don't want to know old.
She looks good though.
Yeah, I mean makeup. There's probably dentures.
Yeah, they did a lot of smoothing in Photoshop.
She can take those dentures out.
Yeah, give you that slurp slurp.
Give me that glop glop.
Yeah. We're thirst trapping fucking Martha Stewart over here.
And then redecorate my living room.
Yeah, she's not standing up in any of them. I'm guessing the gravity hasn't been.
Yeah.
Well, it's not kind on anybody, but Martha
She's
Stewart's
busy, man. Like, has she been to jail, dude? Like, she's a real G.
I'd like to see some prison tattoos on her. Actually,
I bet she got
fucking
one.
teardrop and shit on
Teardrop by her badge.
What does
How
that
many times
symbolize?
she's killed that dick?
Yeah. I just can't. I don't know, man.
What's this? What's this here? I mean, come on.
That's her.
Some overlap.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
She's old.
I get it. That's why you
Like,
don't
get into the
belong
gym.
on
No,
there.
she doesn't belong on Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Edition.
Swimsuit edition 2023. Is that her age?
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
that's her. Yeah, she's 80 some. They put her on a fucking
Again, Helen Mirren
yeah.
back in the day.
So like I said, I didn't know whether to put this Martha Stewart swimsuit
fuckery,
edition
yeah.
in the hair or the fuckery. So
She changed with the times. She's always one step ahead, it seems.
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, Martha Stewart.
She's so fine, bro. All right, let's get into the fuckery news. We run through this pretty quick, too. Hilton guest claims he was woke up to a hotel manager sucking his toes in a lawsuit.
Like Todd Phillips in Road Trip. Like, so remember she falls asleep on the bus in a road trip and like the guy like goes to suck her toes.
Oh, really?
That's the director of the movie, Todd Phillips.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm sorry.
You got to
just have the
self-insert in
most-"
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy was sleeping in his hotel room and was awoken by the hotel manager sucking on his toes. They give great service at this fucking hotel.
David Neal is the man, I guess. Wow.
This is the new turn down service here at the Hilton Nashville
Do you need any
downtown
towels?
hotel.
Do you need any extra blankets? You want me to suck your toes?
According to Nashville police, Neil made a key card to illegally enter Brennan's room around 5 a.m. Brennan immediately recognized Neil because he had come into his room the day before with a second employee to address an issue with his TV.
Well, they figured he was inconvenienced, so they had to make up for it.
Yeah.
Suck his toes.
I think I heard somebody say on the list of assaults, where would this rank for you? Like if you had a choice between getting hit in the head with a hammer and then sucking your toes. I mean, how much of a victim was this guy really?
Yeah.
Maybe a little creeped out, but
He probably got half a stock.
he was,
Whoa. I don't like it, but damn, something happened here. I had a shift.
hey, so
I just went from 6 to midnight.
the guy went to jail. Remains in jail on a $27,000 bond.
What are you in here for? I sucked this guy's toes.
Sucking hotel guest toes.
Really, that's hot.
Absolutely. Like his prison husband is probably like, hey, you suck on these toes. This one's funny too. Wife reportedly stabs husband after confusion over old pics of them having sex.
Oh, no.
So there was old pictures of them on the phone, and since she'd put on a couple of pounds,
Yeah.
she thought he was cheating on her,
Wow.
and she stabbed this poor bastard.
Damn.
Yeah, wife of the year material right here.
Oh, yeah.
This is a Mexican woman. I like how they put that.
It really. They couldn't just put woman.
No, a Mexican woman flew into a rage and stabbed her husband. Well, this is apparently probably more predominant in the Mexican community.
Yeah.
Stabbing your husband over old pictures. Yeah. If it was some crackers down south, the wife would have shot him.
Yep.
A Mexican woman flew into a rage and stabbed her husband when she found what she thought were snaps of him on his phone having sex with another woman who happened to be her when they were dating years ago.
Without asking him about the photos, she allegedly began attacking her shocked hubby.
Just blind rage on that one.
Identified as Juan.
Yeah.
Who finally managed to wrestle the knife from her hands. Fuck.
Man, can you imagine the apology bouquet of flowers that's going to come with this one?
It's you.
What?
Bro, I'm just saying, like, that's what he's yelling. Like, oh, why you fucking, what the fuck? It's you.
Es tú,
mija. Mi amor.
Little
Espérate,
Spanish
espérate.
lingo going on here.
Ay, coño.
Tranquilo.
Yeah.
My list of Mexican words now is just gone.
You ran it out.
Got them all out. Yeah. So
He was expected to recover for his injuries. Man, he gets on command top.
yeah, I think yeah.
Hey, remember when you stabbed me because it was you?
Yeah.
On your knees.
Yeah. Get it.
Good year of that.
Yeah.
Solid.
I think, yeah. That'd probably be just a till death do us part kind of thing right there.
Oh, she tried.
Yeah. She tried. Strippers Union.
I'm proud of this.
Yes, I am. I am glad that the strippers are coming together. LA strip clubs dancers vote.
The fuck was that?
Yeah, what'd you do?
I just hit the stupid
You got rid of the story, bruh. LA stripper dance club vote to unionize. Finally, a seat at the table.
Yep. A seat at the stage.
Yeah.
Nice.
I am all for this. I am all for people unionizing.
They gain union recognition after a 15-month fight with the venue owners. Wow.
Yeah.
So what does that come with? Right?
I don't think they've
as
got
far
it
as a
all the way through
contract,
yet.
we are contract knowledgeable.
Yes.
So what does it? 51,000 actors.
Yeah, and they were trying to get into the actors or something.
Yeah, Actors Equity Association.
Yeah,
AEA.
but they weren't allowed to get in there because the actors they want to distance themselves from the good work that the strippers are doing, which I think is bullshit. But so
they want safer conditions. Okay,
I can see that.
Protection against unfair termination. That's fair.
Slippery
That's what a
floors
union's for.
sometimes.
That's what a union for. Yeah. You gotta get all that body glitter.
Yeah, that can get in somewhere and cause a pretty big infection.
Yeah. I want to hear more about. I can't find it in here. I want to see what.
Well, because I think they're going through negotiations right now.
Okay.
And these are some of the bullet points of the things they want.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's just health and safety concerns.
Yeah. I, for one, am all for private sector
1,000%.
unionization.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Good for them.
I know.
Good for them. I wonder how it affects their wages. You know, do they
I
get
don't
a
even
pension?
think. Yeah. Listen, I don't want to be
there.
on the back end of this where a fucking lap dance costs me $45 now.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I get a half-ass job.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. I got to talk to this chick's griever.
Like, how much is how much is a lap dance? It's $45 an hour. It's going to take me 8 hours, and I'm going to be there all goddamn day.
all
What?
day.
I
You
can't
better
afford
clear your
this.
schedule.
Yeah, I can't afford this. Mm-hmm. Union humor. This is great. So this is part of my algorithm again. We had the dick mowed into the lawn last week, or no, 2 weeks ago, in the lawn of the Prince, and now we have a dick-shaped iceberg.
Nice.
Man, oh, and the guy is from Dildo.
What?
This is
the town of Dildo.
This is the simulation, like, coming to life right here.
This
Man
look
from
at this.
Dildo
God.
discovers iceberg shaped like a giant penis.
So
Got the balls at the bottom too. Right.
So the New York Post, I've noticed, has some really good puns at the beginning.
Yeah.
Is it? This iceberg could cold cock the Titanic.
Ken Pretty, a photographer from Canada's town of Dildo. Like this is what he was born to do.
Capturing the hunk of ice that bears an unmistakable resemblance to a giant erect penis. There's no chilling shrinkage for this formidable phallus.
God, it's 30 foot long, huh? 30 foot high.
Envy over here, yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty notice the Bonerberg.
That's good right there. That is some quality writing. If this guy doesn't get what do they give the writers for what is a Pulitzer? The person ought to get a Pulitzer Prize for this
Just
fucking article.
some acknowledgement. Sure. Like, yeah, man. Oh, it keeps going. It keeps going. The Bonerberg. Oh God, he goes, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah,
that's pretty
good. It was
good.
a whole thing. It was a whole shaft.
Yeah, man. Right there. The Dickieberg. Yeah, that's not that good. Look at that. Look at that thing.
I know. It's got the balls on there and everything. Holy shit.
Oh, they should make it a tourist attraction.
Like I said, it's gonna melt though. Global warming. Like I said, this is proof that we live in a simulation.
Yeah, frozen stiff.
Gotta
These
be.
are all the comments. Frozen stiff. I thought cold water made it shrink. Fortunately, the big dick didn't last long. It collapsed a day after Pretty snapped the image.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Viagra wore off and it had some shrinkage.
We got pictures.
Uh-huh.
That's good.
Yep, this is forever going to be immortalized in the internet annals.
We should make it our background on Twitter.
The Gamer
our
Athletes
Twitter,
background?
Yeah, the Twitter banner.
Hell yeah. The Bonerberg.
That's good.
Yes, sir. All right. You have anything else to add for this episode of Gamer Athletes? Yeah, we've been kind of long on this one. Follow us on Instagram, gamer.athletes, Twitter, Gamer Athletes PC, YouTube, Gamer Athletes Podcast, and our Discord server at Gamer Athletes. Thanks, everyone, for listening and for your support. This has been Gamer Athletes. See you on the next show. This is a banger episode, I think. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Back in it.
Yep. See ya. I missed firing on the outro there. That's all right.
Oh, man.
Soft like winter in